Hey everyone, and welcome to the last class of the beginning mixed media. Um, let's see. I see Martha, of course, is in chat. First one there. She's been waiting. Talise, June, Bo, Barbara. How you feeling, Barbara? Yes, it's been a busy week for me. Oh, I forgot to turn my lights on. It's been a very busy week for me. There we go. A little bit better. You'll see all the overhang. Anyway, so how is everyone tonight? And are you ready for the last class? Penny is on. She's muted. She'll be back. She was feeding the doggy. And hopefully my internet is not slow. We've been having crazy weather this week. Oh, I got my Dr. Pepper to the side. Oh, good. All right. I'll wait a few moments. Okay, and I have to send Jean an email, so hold on. Let me see. Copy. That's weird that she can't watch from Messenger. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what her email is actually. I'm just gonna wait a few moments for a couple more people. And then we should be able to get started. I do have some of the stuff in for the kit. All the Lindy's came in today, which makes me happy. And I will show you a little bit of what's going to be in the kit. Four. Let me see. Trying to send Jean this email. Hold on just a minute. All right, email sent. All right, there we go. Yep. All right, so let me show you a little bit of what we have. And I have a couple of giveaways tonight. And they are going to be the Jane Davenport acrylic paints. So we're going to give those away tonight. And so the next iteration, hey Joanne, of this class will be all about the layers. So I wanted to make sure that we had some backgrounds. So I had ordered some Stamperia papers, rice paper, so we can put them on the canvas. I ordered some wood flourishes, and I'm waiting on one more to come in. We have some stamps, and these are good stamps to have as far as if you decide to go the mixed media journaling, which I do encourage everybody to continue to explore and use journaling. because of the fact that journaling helps you on your canvases. I learned that one very quickly. We have some words, and we'll have the stencil, and we'll have this stencil, and then of course you get your mixed media book. Waiting on, and I am going to send out some more of the doilies, because you can use these pretty much for anything as backgrounds. You'll see I'm going to use it in the background today. Also, I'm going to send out, I'm going to cut the Tim Holtz clock. It's an old clock one, and the bird cage, and send those in chipboard pieces. If if we don't have to spend money, don't have to. The shakers came in, y'all. So everybody that personally ordered their shakers, they are in. Anybody that ordered their Lindy's, the Lindy's are in. So I have everyone's Lindy's shakers. We're going to have, the kit will consist of, I hate it when this stuff blinks. Hey, Penny. Yeah, she's here. Did Jean get in? Oh, yep, she got in. There you go. Okay, so stop pulsating. So everybody that ordered the personals, they're here. Then we're going to have one shaker. So let me pull out a shaker so you can actually see what's going to be in the kit. I'm waiting on one specialized stencil, and I'm hoping the company gets it in. If they don't, I'm going to be very upset, but we are going to figure that out. Then you'll have your mixed media paper to continue practicing in. I very much think y'all should do journals, because journals are pretty much going to be the way to go to keep practicing. We're going to add in rice paper, and then there's going to be 3 stencils. I'm just waiting on the last stencil. Then we're going to have some flourishes, some butterflies, some birds. I'm thinking about throwing a pack of flowers in there, but I still haven't gotten found a good price on that. And then, of course, we're going to throw in some resin pieces. So I'm just going to pull out a couple of resin pieces, and kind of for an example, because I haven't really casted them yet, but it's going to be flourishes. It's going to be angels. It's going to be little corner pieces, and there's going to be 4. Of course, a clock has to go in there regardless. Not sure about the cogs and wheels, but I got some, these are all like flourishes and stuff. And then I have a couple of new Prima molds that have very big medallion type things. So I'm going to cast those. So you're going to get plenty of that, some chipboard pieces of steel rule cut dies that I have here at the house, because of course we're trying to keep the cost down so that you're not paying too much. But with this, the second part of this is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to keep the cost down to below $25, because even just this alone, like, I don't know, about retails for like 15. So we're working it. But my goal is around $21.99, but it may or may not go, depending on what else I add in here. I am not sure. Yeah, I'm trying, Barbara. Trying to get you enough stencils that you can play around with the stencils with the texture paste. But the other thing is that you gotta make sure that you have your gesso and you have your texture paste. I don't think I was going to include it in the kit, but if you need it to be included in the kit, or if you purchase it and you don't have it, you just PM me on the side, and I will send you out a sample thing. You should still be able to. I think most of you should have plenty of, of texture paste or gesso left. I'm not sure, but yes, I'm trying to keep it low. Trying to keep it low. But I do want to practice with, and we're going to use this 2 or 3 times because you know you're not just going to lay it on there. You're going to tear it up, and I'm going to do I'm doing actually an Alice in Wonderland canvas. If I am feeling better, because I have a massive headache and just getting over kind of a cold from the last couple of days. The weather has gone from 15 degrees to 70 degrees today. It is ridiculous. It makes my sinuses act up. But yeah, you will tear this, you know, hence the other, you know, kind of all fits together, you know, learn to fly kind of thing. But you have your butterflies. You know, everybody's unique in this scenario. So we're going to try to add that in there. And of course, you know, I'm going to add in plenty of other extra stuff. I just don't know what now. And hopefully I can get this last stencil. If not, I'll have to order a new stencil or something like that. Paints, if you your mist you can use, or you can get some of the hold on, let me grab some. You can get some of these paints from the store. They work just fine. This is what I started out using, so they work fine. Wow, Snow Monday. Oh no, Talise. If you get Snow Monday, that means somebody in here in Alabama, I'm getting something. Good gracious. Yeah, it's supposed to be, it was 70 today, and then it's supposed to get cold again. So hence why my voice is like this. But you can get some acrylic paints. They run about, 97 cents at Michael's, Joann's, Walmart. I know if you know, you need to, they have the coupons. So you can go in every day, use your 40% coupon, pick it up for like 50 or 60 cents. It's just a lot of traveling. But, you know, pick up the colors you like that you're going to use. I don't want to, what do you call it? Hinder anybody's creativity because they don't like the colors. I will send you, I still have some mica powder left, so I'll probably send out some of those. But the Lindy's is in, so that's one of the things I was waiting on before I put it up, because I wanted to make sure that was in. And, of course, I have some angels, so I'll be sending out a couple of the angel pieces. I'm just, so excited, so excited. So, does anybody have any questions on the kit? And I'm going to try to get it in there tomorrow. I just got to take pictures of everything, so that means I have to figure out what I want in it. So we'll say Saturday. That's more my speed. We'll say Saturday. And what I'll do is there's going to be a certain amount of kits, and this is not going to be a long class. And what we'll do with those kits is a little bit different from how we ran the first 4 classes, is that we are going to take it step by step. So the same products, except for the colors that I send you, I'm going to make a kit for myself, and then that's what I'll be using. And we're going to do another small canvas, because you got to start small, and we'll do 2 or 3 canvases. These canvases run, and these are 4x6. They run about $2.99 at Joann's, if you have a Joann's, or $3.99. They have the 5x7s, and I believe Mary purchased some canvases for the store. She's putting those in the store, so we do have them in the store. So if you want to purchase them there, I will get with her to find out when they're going to be available. But I'm going to go get some more of these, and I'm going to put one in the kit. However, if you want to keep on just doing a bunch of little canvases, which is what I recommend, then I would go, and I think there are a 3-pack or a 4-pack at Joann's. When do you put in the order for the kits? When do I put in the order for the kits? Oh, I'm going to put them in the store and they'll be available to purchase. I'm going to say by Saturday because I have to do a lot of the stuff for the kids. I try to put the order in what I think is going to go in the kits early on so that it will all be here. And I only order a certain amount because if they don't sell, then I'm stuck with the bill. So so I'm thinking, oh, for you. So I put the order in the store. It will be in by Saturday. I'm going to say 12 midnight. Saturdays is good for me because I don't work the next day. So that's good. Dollar Store has them too. Yes, Barbara. Dollar Store has these cheap too. I usually just use a coupon or something like that if I'm going to go pick them up. But yeah, you can get them from the Dollar Store. You can get them Joann's, and I think you can get them from Michael's as well. So, okay, so in your kit you have this paintables. And I like this because of the fact that you can tear it. And this is watercolor. This is watercolor, but it's also resist. So you can use your own kind of color on this. And I am going to use this. I'm going to gesso this background, and then I'm going to put this on here. I need to get my gel medium. We're just going to kind of play around. Matte medium. And I forgot my water too. I was trying to wolf down a pizza. Went over there. It was easy for me to order a pizza and pick it up and just run over there real quick. Oh, wow. I forgot to put this in water. All right. Let me go get some water. All right. So then we're just going to do the canvas and take it slowly and step by step until we get to the finished project. And then y'all will be ready for intermediate. And I still don't know who's teaching that. Everyone get for what? I did. I had 2 pieces and that was good. It's enough to get me by.
Like a pizza bird.
Right? Yeah. All right. So first thing we're going to do, if you have your canvas out, is always, even though they do come pre-gessoed, you would want to either lay another coat of gesso on, or if you use black gesso, you can lay a coat of the black gesso on. And when you're doing canvases, it's going to be, and I know you heard Crystal say this plenty of times, is that you want to do your layers and think about, your colors and stuff as you're doing your canvas, because you will need to color your layers as you go. This class, we're doing a simple, maybe 1 or 2 layers, but it's just simple layering for this one. Next class, we're going to do multiple layers. And then that's where we're going to start learning how to build up them canvases. So, what is everybody doing? And Martha, how are you today? How are you feeling? I know Miss Barbara's kind of sick. Oh my God. That sounds good, Talise. And as you know, gesso is the quickest drying. Acrylic paints and gesso dry pretty quick. I think that's why a lot of people layer them. Or use acrylic paints with the mixed media because they dry pretty quick. Oh, Martha's feeling good in crafting. Oh, wow. I know. I do sound kind of bad. It's been building up. It's this weather. I'm surprised a lot more people are not sick. All right, that's pretty dry. Now I want to take this. This is the Resist, and I want to get my, oh, see, already I'm a mess. I'm putting on my gloves. I just can't help but get messy. I'm putting on gloves. Oh yeah, I recommend gloves, especially if you are prone to be a mess like myself. I'm always a mess. So you can use rice paper, you can use whatever. I just want to use a little bit of this paper. I know you can't see it, but I know what it looks like. So, and you can tear it.
Nikki, just so you know, Crystal is having technical difficulties, but she's on her way home and will be coming in on her computer.
Oh, okay.
So she can get here.
Okay. And I just want to tear it a little bit more. Okay. So this is where I want. Now, if you're not familiar, yeah, Chris will be here in a little bit. If you're not familiar with what this is this previous page. So this is the world map. So I just tore it a little bit, and it's Resist. So we're going to lay this down a little bit, and we are going to use, this is my messed up brush. I usually use that for glues and stuff, because if it sticks together, oop, that squirted out. Good gracious. Yeah, if it sticks together and I forget to put water on it, it doesn't matter. I rarely wash it anyway, so. And I want to put that right there. And if you go to Michael's and Joann's, and you see any wood pieces, embellishments, oh, that's what I can do. Oh, I just thought of something for the kit, y'all. A frame. We need a frame for the kit. Definitely a frame. What do y'all think?
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely a frame. So, and what I'm doing is I just rubbing a little mixed media, matte medium around the sides, because I don't want the edges to come up, and I want to seal those edges. So when you're doing paper, and especially anything that can warp or anything like that, just seal, once you get it down, just seal the edges, because that will prevent any of the moisture, water, mediums, glue, or anything getting up underneath them once it's dry. And it's not going to ruin anything, because you can go over the matte medium. Now I'm drying again. It's all about the drying. Yeah, so if you see any wood chips, wood pieces, if you got any laying at home, when you're doing canvases, if you have any old jewelry you're going to throw out, save it. I'm famous for using old jewelry on the canvases.
Who do you think you're talking to? These women are constantly finding cool stuff.
Oh, okay. Someone text Amy.
She might, yeah.
There you go, Jean. Mr. Lees, can you text Amy? Oh, wait a minute, Talise, did you get your winnings today? I think Arlene got hers. I heard from Arlene. Her last couple of winnings and her signed Adonis.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, she got her signed Adonis thing. Penny's goes out tomorrow. So also, and you can use texture freaking on canvases, anything. If you like, just like I said, you had the gutter thing, you had is this the wrong side? Nope. I used the gutter thing. I used you can use wood pieces if you want to raise something up. You can use oh yeah, oh she did. She got it good. Okay.
Oh Lord, that made me jump. Look at all that.
Somebody loves Adonis. No, what was funny though, it was that for like, what was it, a week or so? Talise is texting me, have you seen this Adonis from Stamperia? Have you seen da 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 da? And then I'm like, no. And then she's like, well, here's a picture of him. She had me rolling on that one. All right, so now we got a little bit of texture and you can build up from there. So once I got this, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to bring up my modeling paste. And of course, y'all know you have the stencil. Now you don't have to be exact on the way I do it, because half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging it when I'm on air. Sorry. I have no explanation. I'm winging it. Hey, Christine. So, I do want to color this before I put the, no, I don't. But I do want to put it over here. So, the last time I put it over top of it, I didn't like that. So, I'm going to start it from right here on the corner. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to get my handy-dandy palette knife. And I don't know where it is. I never know where it is. And I'm always losing it. That's just me. All right, here you go. Again, I love this thing because of... Oh, I must have not shut that all the way. And if you get little crunchies, just take them off. It doesn't mean this stuff is bad on the inside. It just means you didn't wipe it off. All right. And I'm just going to put a little right there. And you probably see I'm not even going to use all of this. But now, again, with the texture paste, you have transparent. You have the thicker paste. You have the more smooth gel-like paste. And then you can color it. So if you wanted a specific color on this doily, then you could have colored your paste beforehand. Alrighty. And then I know I got it in there and I smushed it. So then I'm just going to go across and scoop it all up. Now you see how much I got left over? A waste of paste. And I always do that. I always put too much on there. So I think I'm going to use the doily and put it on another end. And it's not easy to do with gloves. So once you pull it up, you want to make sure you go around the edges and clean those edges up. And I'm trying, getting a mess here. I'm trying to leave this on here. That's why it's not working out. But so then I think I want to do a little corner here. Yeah. Just delete a corner. And I think I'm done. Alrighty. Put you right here. And then I want to clean up the corners. And I want to clean up my mess. Yes, I am a messy mixed media person. I am not clean at all. That's why I know I couldn't do it at the kitchen table, because they were like, what happened here? And why is your table always messy? All right. So, how do you get it on the back of your canvas? I don't know. Have to get me. Yes, molding paste. You'll want if you're going to be using stencils, and you don't have to really use stencils. With molding paste, you can actually just slap some on with a credit card or a palette knife. You don't have to do it through a stencil. You can make your own design. You can press into it. You can get if you have okay, like me, I used to do a lot of card making, so I have a lot of embossing folders. Well, take the I think it's the impress side of it, and you can make that a texture plate as well. So if you're not using your embossing folders, or maybe you don't like it anymore or whatever, you can actually use those designs as impress into your molding paste and then dry it. Okay, I'm going to dry. So if you have any questions, ask away. Well, if you don't have any molding paste, I can send you a sample, but I know the sample's not going to be, have you ever made, no, I haven't, Barbara, but you can ask Crystal, I believe she has. I'm way too lazy and way too a mess to make my own molding paste, because it's like, it'd be like, I don't know, my whole craft room would be covered in whatever it is. And I'm not lying about that. Ooh, Tuesday. Oh, I love Tuesday morning. Well, you know, they have a lot of good molding paste over at Tuesday morning. I got picked some up, the Heidi Swap, for like $1.99. And that's why I get a lot of the, when I first started the mixed media, was from Tuesday mornings, because they have everything at a discount. But yeah, Hobby Lobby, I think this is the one I got from the one I got from Hobby Lobby. And it's $8.99. You use your coupon, it's like like $5. And I've been using this probably for a month now. Well, since we started the mixed media class, and I'm not even halfway done with that. You're not going to use a lot. You want to make sure that your molding paste, if it's really, really thick, you want to give it a time to dry. I think what works best is the Tim Holtz heat tool. I don't have one, but I'm sure that we'll probably be getting some in the store pretty soon. No, Barb, you can't just use any. But when Crystal gets in, you can ask her. All right, so, well, I got that all done. So this is kind of what it looks like. So you can get an idea, like if you have tissue paper, then you can put tissue paper. Oh, did I get a little molding paste right there? I did a little get extra molding paste right there. Okay, well, that's part of the background now. But if you have tissue paper, then you can put tissue paper on the bottom. You can do the molding paste over the tissue paper if you want as well. So this is where the fun part comes in. Now we are going to play around with the paints. So let me pull out one of the little paint palettes. And you can use mica powder as well. I pulled out both because I want to go over it with the gold accents. But you know I like my blues and my purples. And this Jane Davenport is a pretty thick paint. So this probably is too much for what I'm doing. So,
Bob Higgins is asking if you're going to get waxes back in the store.
Yes, we have an order in now for the waxes. I will let Mary know if maybe to put it on pre-order. So we'll we'll make sure we have enough in the store for everybody. And then I'm going to put a little mica powder right here. Yes, we have all of them coming back in. The order is going in now. So probably be about another week. Yeah, we just had someone come in and buy them out. Oh, and that's probably way too much as well. Okay, don't put your yeah, don't put your glove in the mic and try to close it up. All right. Now, if you don't have a little spray bottle, you can use water, but spray bottles are good. I got this probably about 6-7 months ago. Other than that, I just use the little dollar spray bottle from Dollar Tree. And this is the one I put in the kit. Although this one's black and already waxed. I'm just going to go over it with different wax. And but you can go over it with the wax. What you should do with this, you got your background. If you're working alongside, take a pause, gesso your angel, because with resin, the paint probably will come up if you don't gesso it first. I usually like to, again, my favorite thing is to spray it with the, I don't know why I do this. Some people use stuff, but I love this stuff. Ultra Cover Matte Clear. You don't have to. I've pre-gessoed plenty of resin pieces, but you can use clear gesso, white gesso, black gesso, doesn't matter. Gesso works just fine on the resin. So if you gesso your resin, you can put that over to the side to dry, or you can dry it with your heat gun. But you're going to do that. That's the only other thing I put in the kit. So I need a paintbrush now. And ooh, don't want that paintbrush. Where's my favorite paintbrush? Oh, here it is. This is my much loved paintbrush, as you can tell. So I am going to take a little bit of the water and I'm going to put it in this last little thing. And if y'all don't have these little palette things or a glass mat, these were I think about $1.99 for a pack of 4. And they have them also at Dollar Tree, so they're $1, but I like these things. Plus they wash up real easy. So what I want to do is I do want to have a darker background. So I am just patting it kind of where I think I want it. And why am I never prepared? Where's my box? I need a box, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I'm definitely ordering one of these, a splat box. I need one. My little splat box, you can actually take tissue paper or wrapping paper or paper towels and you just want to spray it a little bit. Let me see if I can. Too dark. If it's too dark somewhere, just give it a little bit more water. Dry it off at the bottom. And assess. All right. So pretty good. So now I want to take this and I just want to dab it up a little bit, because I really just want it a little bit in the recesses. Okay, there we go. And actually I can still dab it up a little bit more right there. See, these acrylic, You can tell this is some nice color or pigment in this paint. If you can still spray it and it comes out some more. Oh yeah. All right. Now I want to smell a little purple. Oh, I don't, Barbara, I did not. I don't know if anyone messaged Amy. Penny, are you still there?
I'm sure am. I don't.
Oh, you don't know.
Me on. I can still messenger, can't I, though?
Oh, yeah, you can messenger.
Let me try. No, Barb Oliver messaged her. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
Words are hard.
Oh, yeah, you can messenger. All right. Now, and I'm just going for like a little drippy effect. If you want to paint it, you can. You don't have to. Like you can actually go in here, paint it where you want it a specific color. If you want. Like let's say you wanted this all, and I'm just kind of playing around. Let's say you wanted this all blue, but you wanted to mess around with the other colors. Then you could do that. But if you don't, you don't. I like the little drippy effect. And I'd rather waste water than paint, but ooh, I kind of like the way that came out. Hopefully y'all can see. Let me put this down and at an angle. There we go. And then you can see it. Now, I don't see enough purple coming in and around this area, so I'm going to put a little bit purple. And there is no rhyme or reason to this. It's kind of playing with your colors. Because we need to get y'all familiar with the colors. So if you haven't done a lot of mixed media, then getting familiar with your colors is the first thing you want to do. So playing around like this, that's why I like doing my journal, because playing around with the colors, I got to see kind of what worked, what didn't, what I liked. All right. And I think I want a bit more of the blue. And we're going to put it around here. And then I'm going to dry. Once I dry it, then it'll probably set a little bit better. And you can drip it whatever way you want. So if you just want it going that way, to the left, to the right, and down, play with it. Now I am going to dry. All right. And then we're going to play a little bit more, because I'm liking this. This is kind of globby right there. You know, your dryer acts as a tool too, because you can push color where you want. So if you have a lot, like if you have a glob right here, and you want to push color that way, you can.
That looks like tie-dye right now.
Say what?
It looks kind of like tie-dye right now. It's pretty.
Say what?
It looks like a tie-dye effect right now.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you haven't noticed, that watercolor paper is coming through, and I can read the word ocean. So it's like a very subtle background. And when you put stuff on the background and start layering over top of it, don't get upset when you can hardly see the background anymore, because that's okay, because it was just going to be a subtle effect anyway. It's only meant to be peeked at, not viewed, I guess. And the reason I'm not putting any pink in here is because the wax is pink. And if you notice, that paper ain't coming up because we sealed those edges. Yeah, this is out of my color zone because I'm usually dark. But let me give you, let me see. Okay, if you notice, subtle background with this paper. And you could have brought that out more if you put the watercolor or the medium on here, dried it, and then put it on there. But like I said, I just wanted the little subtle background. You can see, you can read ocean. It's not, again, it wasn't supposed to be meant to be anything. I usually like putting black in here. Hence why I use the darker paint a little bit more. But I think I'm going to water down a little bit and put it in between because it's too light for me. And go in between just a little bit. Oh, autofocus. There we go. There we go. I like my drips. And just a little bit more. Y'all quiet tonight too. There we go. And I'm going to dry again. One more time. Hey, Barbara, yes, we have the crackle paste. We have a regular white monochrome crackle paste. And that is the one that you see Crystal using all the time. And that is the Stamperia. And then they have a gold and a silver crackle paste. The difference between them is the gold and the silver.
Do you guys have the transparent in there yet? And the black?
We got black modeling paste in there.
Okay. Yeah, there's a transparent too.
Wait a minute, I can't hear. I have the dryer running. What?
There's transparent too. She may be talking about.
Yeah, there's transparent, regular white, silver, and gold. There should be 4 in there. And I'll show you in a minute. All right. While that dries a little bit, I will go get foam. Hold on. Okay. So we have the regular mixed media crackle paste. This, oh, let me autofocus so you can see. Which is the Stamperia. And that's the brand that we have on in the just got in the store. Oh, what the heck? Okay, here we go. Hangouts shows it backwards. I had to mirror it. So this is the crackle paste, and this is white. So when you put it on, it's going to have a white base. And you'll see, and it'll cover your project white. And that's how it'll dry. You can color it any color. Then you have, that's modeling paste, sorry. Then you have the crackle paste that is transparent. There we go, transparent. And just like it says, it's going to be transparent. You're not going to be able to see the crackle until you put the paint over top of it. But whatever color or medium or rice paper you have underneath, you'll be able to see it. Then these are the two new ones that they came out with, and it's gold and silver. If you get gold and silver, and I call these the one that covers, you don't want to paint over top of this. You want the gold and the silver to be the top layer. So, yeah, Barbara, if you're going to get crackle paste and you're wanting to paint over it, I would get the white or the transparent. If you want to do like a frame or something like that, and you want it to be gold or silver, and you're not going to paint over top of it, this is the ones that you would want to get. But white or the transparent. I have never seen a transparent, so except for the one, the Deco Art, or what was the Folk Art, the one I got from what was that, Michael's. But I like that. I actually very much like the transparent, and that's the one I sent to you in the kit. So yep, and Stamperia is a very good product. So okay, so here's my colors and here's what I have. Now that don't match, so I'm gonna have to get this to match. So I'm going to go over this with white gesso. And this is one I've already pre-painted, did everything with, and if you make a mistake, don't be afraid to go over it with anything. Oops. Did I put the wrong thing on there? I'm an idiot. I must really have a headache because I just put matte media gel over top of this. You're welcome, Barbara. And if I don't know, I think Michelle, she's in this thing. But if you have if you like the texture plates, then we have some cream paste coming. And that's going to be like a flexible type of molding. And that's going to be really cool. Can't wait to try that out. Yeah, you always want some gesso and molding paste. That's your two mixed media staples. All the other stuff you can get as you feel you need it. And I love crackle paste. I'm sorry. I just love crackle paste. Like aging stuff. In fact, I did this well, I haven't showed it to anybody yet. I molded something, that big mold I was doing. Well, it came out pretty darn good, if I don't say so myself. So then I did a resin piece, and let's say it took a lot of resin. And then yeah, Penny's laughing.
out of everything.
Yeah, she saw me make it. And so I was like, well, darn it, I'm just going to use some clay. Well, it took a lot of clay. Yep. That was a big piece.
We can just call that one Lotta.
Yeah, it took a lot of. It's probably cheaper for me to just cut up the damn statue.
More than likely.
Right. But I can remold it and use it anytime I want. Okay, I'm drying this. It's an ancient Chinese secret for now. It's the mold. Okay, I will tell y'all. Let me drink my Dr. Pepper. I am a doctor. The mold that I was making is going to be part of the mix. Darn it, I don't have any. It's going to be part of the mixed media project that I'm doing for the World of Heart Hop. So I can't show anybody. Only a few people are in the know. But I will reveal, because we're not supposed to show the project before the hop or before they do, because you have to have the project done and to the sponsor, the lady that's sponsoring the hop, by the 7th of March. So then she's going to use it in a promo for that for your channel. It was salmon. Thank you. See, our safety inspector knows. She's not safety inspector for anything. But it's you have to have the project done and to the sponsor by the 5th of March, and then they're going to use it in the promo. So I cannot show y'all until then. And then I can give you a sneaky peek. All right, I've made a mess of things per usual. So I'm going to dry the angel. I just want to make sure the details on her face are there. And then we're going to crackle her. This should be interesting. Yours are not going to turn out this crazy. You'd only have to put one coat on it, but because I had to use black resin, I had to. Alrighty, now let's put some cracker paste on. I'm going through a lot of things. And if you want, because you cannot put crackle paste straight on resin. I've learned that. Because it will not crackle. Barbara. I know. Freaking pink. It won't let me alone. It keeps on coming back. Alrighty. And I'm drying this one. Toby. Let me finish drying this. I know we were going to take a week break in between. So that, because I'm going to put the kits up Saturday. I've already got them all. There's no pre-order. And I know some people get checks at the beginning of the month, so I was trying to wait until the beginning of March. So probably the Monday after the beginning of March, because it should take only 2 to 3 days to ship. The next kit will go up this by Saturday morning. I just showed it at the beginning of this video. I'll show it again at the end of this video. And by the way, anybody that requested extra one extra I can't think of it, Lindy's, I will put them in the store, and it will be a kit and a kit plus. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna put it in there. I might just make a special category and say requested pre-order or something. I don't think it's all the way dry. Yeah. Like there's going to be 2 sprays and a shaker, and then I think some of you order extra spray and some of you order extra shakers. So if you let me know, I will throw it in the store real quick and you can purchase it with your kit. Hey, Crystal's here.
Finally.
Okay, I think it's, oh, nope, I still got a little bit drying. Oh, someone, Barbara, was asking about homemade modeling paste. And I told her that when you got here, you would explain it.
How to do it?
Yeah, I've never made homemade modeling paste.
Well, that would be me showing them how to do it, which we can do, but I'm not prepared to do that right now.
No.
You can do that with gesso. You can do that. You can make your own Mod Podge. You can do all of that stuff.
I think I want her to be gold.
Did she have a question about it, or
she tried to make it and I think she messed it up?
What happened to it? I can't. Okay, let me see if I can. I literally just walked in the door and now I'm okay. So
hold on, Miss Bob. So I think I'm going to take a little mica powder and I'm going to put it on the angel. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, I need a little stick. I'm going to use my finger. I'm up here playing around. Oh, there she goes. Okay.
Okay, we'll try this again.
Back.
Oh, the color of that powder.
Hey, Penny.
Yeah, this is the gold powder.
Miss Crystal.
I just poured some on there. I just wanted some gold highlights on it.
Okay, I can't see the chat. I'm trying to log in and see chat.
Oh, Barbara said, do they work? That's what she was wondering about.
Yeah, they do, but I don't know. Me personally, I really, really, really like the Stamperia. I really, really, really like it. And I used to really like, Primas. I love Prima's heavy gesso, and I've made my own, and you can make it your own thickness and all that kind of stuff, but to fine tune it, it takes a lot to fine tune it. And so, in order to fine tune it, okay, and it depends on like what it is you're wanting to do with it. So let's say, you know, one time you want it a little bit more runny, the next time you want it a little bit more thick, and then the next time you really, really want it thick because you want to have peaks and stuff. You really want to have a lot of dimension. Well, in order to do that, you know, you can make one batch and then, you know, just curtail it to your needs, your specific needs at that time in that project. However, you need to have like, you know, oh, that's cool, Nikki.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Can they see you? Because I was presenting. No, they can't see you. Hold on. Okay, stop presenting. Okay, now y'all can see her in a little thing.
Hi, guys. You have that on there, Nikki?
Oh, I put it was a black resin piece, and so I painted over it with white gesso, and then I went over it with crackle paste, and then I poured the mica. That's what I'm doing now, putting the mica powder on, and trying to get in the innards. I'm sorry for a loss of words.
Mix the mica in some gesso.
No. I don't want it. I didn't want it mixed in the gesso. I just wanted to highlight some of the areas. So I
see. Okay.
Yeah. So I am putting it on the
Oh, you're trying to do the crevice. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, the crevices. Thank you. I call it the innards. And then I'm drying it.
Well, that's another word for now I can't for crevices. Oh my gosh. Now
yeah. I will have you saying innards before you know it.
Yeah, you just did. Yeah, so Barbara, if you have like, you know, if you save like 4 you know, sour cream or something like that, little containers, some kind of little containers, because you'd want to at least have, if you make a batch of it, you know, you at least want to make like a 2-pound batch, okay? And you don't want to make anything smaller than that. It's just a waste of your time. And so then if you know, get yourself 3 other little containers, and then you've got a 1/2 pound in each one, and then you could have it really runny all the way up to really thick, you know. But I will say it can go bad. Number one, if you don't use
Barbara's
water.
That.
Huh?
She's experienced the gone bad.
Has she? Okay, so the reason why that is, you guys have heard me say it a million times. Distilled water is the key. The distilled and what is that? What's the, oh my gosh, what's the other thing for the water?
See?
Huh?
Glycerin?
What'd you say, Penny?
Glycerin?
No, when you drink not just distilled, but it's been
filtered water. Don't use tap water.
Filtered, yes, thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So you want to literally buy like a bottle of distilled water, you know, from Walmart or wherever you go. That's pretty, Nikki. That's really pretty.
I'm trying to get the in focus and make sure they can see it. There we go. It looks
yeah,
kind of
black underneath. That's a great idea.
There we go.
I don't use this tap water here for anything because because we have such hard water that the minerals and everything in our water just no.
Yep.
Bad.
Let me see if I can get it a little closer so I can show you the cracks.
Wow.
Oh, good gracious. There we go.
That's cool.
So
made it look very old.
Yes. And I only wanted to do like a light gold over top and put it in the crevices. And that way, because I don't want gold anywhere else, because I'm going to highlight it right here. I chose to put it in the corner because I like that doily at the top. And then I'm going to highlight it a little bit. I'm not going to, I'm not going to put the angel on yet. One, I didn't turn on my hot glue gun. Two, I'm going to do a little waxing. Not me, the canvas.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up.
Right? I just wanted to make sure.
Nobody wants to see that.
Right. So I'm bringing out the royal robes. As you see, we are using every bit of everything that's in this kit. And you can do this any way you want to. I do not have a word on it, but if you want to go back and put a wood chip wording on it or put a title across the top, you can actually, and I showed y'all how to do this on the first one, you can print it out on a piece of cardstock, matte medium the paper, and then put your color on it. The matte medium is going to seal the paper so it doesn't warp. And then you can put your color over top, and then you can put your wording on here. And actually, I'll type something out and print it and show you. It'll be good. What was I doing? Oh, I was getting my heat gun. I mean, my, glue gun. Darn it.
Okay, now I can see chat.
Yay!
Okay. Hi, girls. Everybody saying hi to me. Yes, honey, I'm home. Jean. I was saying that you can't just use any paint to make gesso. Why did you say that, Barb? Oliver? Do they work is what I was wondering. No, I didn't make, but thinking about trying.
Let me find a word stamp. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, I'm using the word stamp from the kit. Yeah. Here we go.
I love transparent crackle. Yeah, me too, Penny.
Okay, so I messed up on this when I was doing the order. So, no, I don't have to use that one. Yes, I do. I have to use the top of it. So I am going to use the top of this and stamp, and then.
So Bo said that you can't use just any paint for making gesso. I'm curious why she said that. I'm not like calling her out or anything like that. I don't want her to feel like that. I'm just curious to know because maybe she had a bad experience or something. Innards zero terminology for technique.
Oh, oily. She used paint that was oily.
Oil-based paint, that's why.
What's that, Penny?
Apparently she tried it, but using an oil-based paint. That would definitely
yeah,
be.
I just see her comment now. Yeah, you must have used, like Penny just said, you must have used the paint with an oil base. My personal favorite, and it's cheap enough to do it, is like the apple barrel from Walmart.
Right.
Just something cheap because I mean you're essentially taking the
Michael's also has those ones that's like their own brand, Craft Smart acrylic bottles.
right.
Those are super cheap.
Well, but they're not as cheap as this. So those are 87 cents versus these are 56 cents at Walmart.
Yep.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah. So yeah. So you could go and get it's called Apple Barrel and it's the number is 20503 and it's white. It's made by Plaid. So I mean Apple Barrel is not a bad because Plaid is a good company. But yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I'm glad that Bo said that, because I wouldn't have thought to say, hey, by the way, you don't use oil-based paints, you know. Do you know if you used oil-based paints, or did you do something else and it caused that reaction? What was your how did you make it, Bo? What did you use? Just curious. Because if that's the case, you know, it could be something else that you used that would have caused that reaction as well. That's why I'm curious. Nikki, how do you like the Lindy's?
Oh, I actually have not used it yet. I'm saving it for the special occasion. Which
Oh, that's not the blue?
No, this is all the Jane Davenport. I'm using everything I'm only using what's in the kit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just so they can know what. And I showed them the kit for the next go round, which we're going to get into more of the layering. And so we're going to do it step by step. And I told them to, you know, if they're out and they're getting stuff, chipboard pieces are 10 cent, 20 cent, 10, 25 cent. They're not that expensive. Oh, I like it. Okay, so what I just did is autofocus. What I just did is I took a piece of sticker paper, stamped on it, stuck it on here, and then I put a little matte medium on it, and now I'm going to dry it a little bit, and then I'm going to put a little color on it. I'm not going to put a lot, just a little bit.
And why did you put matte medium on it, Nikki?
Huh?
Why did you put matte medium on it?
Oh, I had already told them. It's to seal it on the canvas and to seal the paper so that you can put medium over top of it and it won't warp the paper.
Okay.
She never pays attention to me. I feel like it.
Okay, so Toby said I'll be back. She has to go get pizza. Jean Joris says I can't get heavy grasp in Canada. I think she means gesso. I make my own. Works fine. Not as good as the real thing though. Right.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I have my little piece right here. And I think I wanted a darker blue, so I am going to get a little paint, wet it, and I'm just going to go around the edges. Need a smaller brush. And I'm actually putting a little shadow around it. You should use a smaller brush, FYI. If you have
Okay, so Barb Oliver's saying, okay, baking powder. My favorite gesso, June, is Primus. The where's it at? It's in this.
But we just got the new Stamperia new formula gesso she hasn't used.
Yeah, I haven't used that yet, and that's what I was going to tell you is I should have it tomorrow, Nikki?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow, June. So wait until hopefully tomorrow.
She may change her mind.
Yeah, wait until like Friday, because I have not tried the Stamperia, but I will say that, I mean, you guys have heard me rant and rave about their crackle paste and stuff. I mean, I'm in love with that stuff. So
yeah. I think Miss Barbara's going to get the transparent crackle paste we have. I already showed them, and then we got black molded modeling paste now in the store.
Yep. Okay, so Bo says she used baking powder, glue, water, paint, and you have to mix it up. Okay, so I'm curious to know, did you mix your paint before you put it in the thing or no? Before you put it in, did you mix the paint by itself first, or did you just dump it right out of the bottle and then pour it in there?
Alrighty, I am hot gluing my little piece, and I'm putting a lot of glue on it because I want it to raise up just a little bit. And I'm sticking it down. And my hands are semi-clean. All right. All right, so here's the pretty much finished. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little bit of the distress ink. Distress ink is good for everything. I'm going around the edges.
I think I know what you did wrong, Bo. If you used baking powder instead of baking soda, then that's also what happened. Also, I would recommend using baby powder over the baking powder. Baking powder is too gritty. Yeah, see, Jean Joris, I don't find it thick enough. I put more baby powder in it. Yep. The paint looked oily, but I went ahead and yeah, right. That's why I was asking if you went ahead and just done. Oh, it was house paint.
House paint.
Yeah, that's a completely different. You've got your bases. You've got your There are several things to, with house paint. And if it was, yeah, you probably got a hold of oil-based paint.
Yeah.
Yes, Barbara. If you use baking soda, it will actually it'll puff up and it won't break once it puffs. However, it will shrink back down. Talise, I've thought about that too. The cornstarch thing. But yeah, it gives it a really cool technique. Miss Higgins. Okay, sorry, Nikki, I was answering questions.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just finishing up. So keep answering questions. That's why she is doing the intermediate or the advanced. We don't know yet. Within the next
for sure the advanced.
Yeah, because this next class is only going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks practice. Then the third week, we'll go into the next one. So all I did is I like the darker edges. So you can use paint for this. I use distress ink. I'm not going to be heating it up or wetting it again. So, and I've attached the angel to it. I've stamped Freedom is a State of Mind on a sticker. And then I put it down with matte medium. And then I went over the top of it. And then I just kind of outlined it a little bit with some paint. You can use a marker, Sharpie, whatever, and do like black lines underneath it. You can hardly see, but it still gives you that texture of the watercolor paper from the pad. We put that down with matte medium and we sealed the edges with the matte medium, but you can slightly see the map underneath. Hold on. Let me take autofocus off. You can slightly see all the map pieces with it. And it's so cool to see. And you can do more of it if you want.
Amy can't get in. It's telling her she's blocked.
What?
Yeah.
Did she click on it?
What on earth?
Did you send her the link?
Has anyone got her blocked from their?
No.
No.
No. Like somebody in the chat. If somebody in the chat had her blocked, it would block her, right?
No,
No.
No, it would not block her from coming into the YouTube
no,
channel.
because I gave her the link. All right, so now I'm just putting, autofocus. I'm putting a little bit of the wax, and the wax is got this Royal Robes appears a little pink, and then it can appear a little purple. That's what I think I like about it. All right. Let's see. You got him fine last week. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe says something. Maybe.
That doesn't make sense. Nothing's changed since last week. I bet it's YouTube. Just saying.
Well, you know, they now took away the old thing and they got the new beta program up.
There's Amy. I got her in.
Yep.
You're welcome.
I wonder what happened. Amy, nobody has got you blocked in any way. That's YouTube messing around.
That's YouTube messing with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right. So what I did is I took a little bit of the wax and I put it over top. And it just to highlight some of the raised areas. And some of them I still wanted blue, so I didn't wax it everywhere. And you can see on the outline of the doily paste that I put down there, I did not wax that. So it looks darker than the inside of the doily. That's by design. Here's your little angel. And what I did with the angel, Amy, since she just came, is it was a black resin angel. So I put white gesso on it, put white crackle paste on it, then took some of the mica powder, sprinkled it in, watered it down, and then dried it so that it dried in the crevices. The background has a slight part of the watercolor resist, but it gives it a cool texture and it gives it a little bit of resist here so you can see. I took a sticker stamped on it from the stamp set. Then I put matte medium gel over top and put a little bit of the coloring on it. This is the texture paste. This right here underneath is a doily. It gives a little bit of another texture. And we're just doing like a one layer sort of canvas. And then I glued this on. And you can see a little bit of the purple coming down, a little bit of pink. And then I put the paint on it, sprayed it, let it drip, dried it, did it again until I got the look or feel that I was going for. And then I took a little distress ink and did the edges. So this is just a quick one layer canvas. You can kind of do it. You can put the angel, you can put the doily, the background paper anywhere you want. If you want it to be the background paper to be a little bit more pronounced, then you didn't have to do the one that was a resist. You could have done the one that was already printed. And you can also do, instead of putting this, you could have stamped it on here, cut this out, and then laid this out. So look at the items that you have here in this book as well, because there's a number of items that you can use. You can use some, well, these are more she shells. I figured this would be good for when we do some mixed media, what do you call it, mermaids. But I did like this. And I like this. So look in your book, see what items you can use in there, lay it on your canvas. Now, if we were to not stop here and start layering, then I can get some resin pieces and put them over top of here. I could put the angel on top of the resin pieces. So this is a quick for this mixed media class. It's just a quick one layer, and so that you can get the feel of putting the paste down, using color, Now, when you use the sprays, and we're going to be using more of the sprays and paints the next go round, the paints not so much. So don't go out and rush out and buy a lot of paints. Just get a couple of the paints that you like. It's going to be background color, highlighting. We're going to mostly do the sprays. Like I said, if you're buying the kit, your sprays have been ordered and they arrive today. If you're getting extra sprays, I will put them in the store and you can purchase them. We're going to be using mostly the sprays and gesso and modeling paste and the resin pieces and the chipboard. And we'll do 2 and 3 layers instead of 1 layer. And then we're going to work up to doing 2 and 3 layers across a canvas. So as we continue on this journey, we're just going to take it slow. So, you know, you're not going to be doing Crystal's canvas in the next 2 weeks, but at the end of, I'm hoping by the time we get to the end of these advanced classes, you'll be busting, you know, you'll be doing better than us. So, but this is quick. Now, I know I did mention getting the color wheel. Like I said, I do have a color wheel here for Barbara. I know she asked for it, but I do recommend color wheels. I do recommend going in your, if whatever colors that you have as far as paint. If you have the basic set of paints, and this is what I started with when I was doing the journaling, is I got a basic set of paint. I think I got it from Michael's. They got white, black, red, green, blue, and yellow. And from there, I use the color wheel and I mix my own color base, my own color paints. You know, if you mix yellow and orange, you get whatever. If you mix blue and yellow, you get green, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's where I started with, and that's where I started doing my journals. So while we're doing these classes, that little mixed media book that I keep sending you, that's what you're going to practice with. You know, you can do little swatches and stuff, but start doing color palettes in your mixed media book and then marking that page. Let's say, because I know my color palette. I like the teal blues. I like black, browns, and a bit of gold or yellow. If I can use those 4 colors all the time, I would. That's just me. As you can tell, you'll see me with blues. Purples I like sometimes. I like accenting in gold. Sometimes I'll accent in silver, copper. You know, so just kind of think about that and get your favorite colors. Put your colors together. And as you get paints, as you get sprays, just kind of go in there and say, oh, I like these 4 or 5 colors together. And then you kind of got your color palette done for your canvas. And then the only thing you have to worry about is building your layers and stuff. So, Nikki, did you finish your banner? Amy, no, and I'm still working on it. Next time I go live, next time I'm going live, I'm doing an Alice canvas. I was planning on going live right after because this class was going to be short anyway, 2 hours. But I was planning on going live like right after this class and doing an Alice canvas, and I'll show you. I got everything together. I was being prepared, but I got a massive migraine. We went from 15, 20 degrees to 70 degrees today. And boy, my sinuses, I just crashed and burned today. It was, oh my God, my head hurts so bad. But as I said, the show must go on. But what I want, this is your homework. We're going to have a 2-week break or a week break. I'm just giving y'all a chance, you know, whoever wants to buy the kit can buy the kit and everything like that. But, you know, I'm not rushing anyone. This is your class, your time. So if y'all need a little extra time, you know, I'm here for you. So as soon as I know, because I kind of know who ordered special, what do you call it? Sprays and stuff like that. And then I ordered extra of my favorite colors and extras of like coppers and tawny turquoise and stuff like that. So if you didn't specify color, I do have a couple of colors I think that people would like. So, but I'll give y'all a couple of weeks to order the kit and for me to ship the kit out. But in the meantime and in between time, people who have gotten it before or whatever.
I like that. In the meantime and in between time.
Yeah. In the meantime and in between time. Practice. Do a couple of canvases. Practice on paper. Get some color palettes together. Put it in your mixed media book. Practice with the stencils. We're going to be getting more stencils, so you just don't have that one. You're going to start building up your stencils and stuff, because stencils are one of the mainstays for doing canvases and stuff for texture and background. You can get those little dollar beads at the dollar store, and you can use those as texture, and you can mix it in glue or matte medium or gel medium, and that can be a texture. And I'm going to use beads on one of my projects. I think the next project. So you'll see how that goes. But just start playing and playing and playing. We're going to keep that beginning mixed media class Facebook site up. We may change the name to intermediate mixed media class if the same people are in it. But by next week, I want to see people's canvases posted, or you failed the class and you won't be allowed to go into the next one until you pass the first one.
Yep. So I have a question. How many people have actually been practicing?
Well, I know Barbara has, because she's texted me.
I'm just,
no, Toby has.
Curious. So if you can write me and then let me know what it is you've practiced with. Have you practiced with paints? Have you practiced with inks? Have you practiced? What has it been that you've practiced? Oh, Toby says she has.
Yeah. Put it in the beginning mixed media chat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So that way,
Yeah, and if you can, actually, that's a great idea. And if you'll post pictures, so why don't you take a couple pictures of what you've done, and then give a brief description of what you've done after the class.
Yep.
Please and thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's your next teacher, so you want to impress her.
I just want to see how how should I say it? I want to see
how they're progressing.
Yeah, how you're progressing versus
so she'll know where to start.
All right. Oh, Talise has. Jean Joris has. So if we don't do homework, we don't get led into the next series of classes. No, you need to be practicing.
I do homework, Amy.
I do come to your house and probably spank you with a wet noodle.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, she's nicer than me. I have a spatula.
We're just playing, Amy. But yes, we want you to practice and we want to see. I mean, because how do we know what we're giving you is working? You know what I mean? If I don't see anything, or you're not you're not sharing, then how does Crystal know going into the next class what area she needs to concentrate on to bring y'all to the next level?
Right.
So, it's, I'm not going to fail you the class and not let you into the next class, but it's important. I mean, if you're serious about learning, this is part of learning.
Well, and we're doing this serious. We want you to learn. We want you. That's the whole reason why we're doing it. We're not doing it just to play around. We're doing it because we want you guys to learn, and
And when you guys are actually applying the stuff, that you see in the classes, it'll also help you come up with questions that you didn't think you had.
Right.
And if you don't feel comfortable, if you're a little shy about your stuff, then PM me and personally.
Right.
I mean, but there's no reason to be shy. I mean, I was exactly where y'all were at a year ago.
Yep.
And like I said, it may look kind of, oh, well, she really didn't do much. She threw some paint on there. She put some wet drip in it and she dried it. But yeah, it's playing around with the paints. It's getting the colors together. It's providing the texture. It's doing a pattern. I mean, it may just look like drips, but they're drips where I want them to be.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, and it's dark where I want it to be dark. It's light where I want it to be light. Well, how did I get there? Play with the paint. Spray. Drip it.
Oh, cool, dude. Well, that's great.
No,
Waiting for my
Good
spray to
point.
play with those classes. They give me ideas how to incorporate these. Oh, that's so great, June. Yeah, June did order some sprays. June's going to be a mixed media artist.
those sprays on her wool too.
And instead of resin pieces, she's going to put felted pieces.
Well, you know what's funny is that's so funny that she said that, because I literally earlier today I was thinking, how cool would it be if she did the Jerry Bears with felt or wool, whatever, and
Or
then
Jerry Bears.
felting, and then Jerry Garcia Bears,
Oh,
and then use the sprays and tie-dyed them. I would
wow.
be so flipping cool,
Oh, that'd be adorable.
right?
It would. But she can use those sprays.
It's the Grateful Dead, Nikki.
Oh.
There's yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, so I'm going to show you the project that hopefully I will be starting tomorrow. And yes, it'll be live. Because I suck at doing pre-recorded. I try to do pre-recorded and I'll never finish it. I have like 5 or 10 pre-recorded classes. And yeah, just sitting down and editing, when do I have time? All right, so.
Well, I fall asleep every time I try.
Yeah, me too. So this is part of the molds. Hold up, this part you can probably see them better on the.
Oh my gosh, these are amazing.
So this is part of the molds that are the Alice in Wonderland. So they, yeah, here we go.
Look
they
at
have the
that.
Alice. I know. Wait till you get yours.
I
You have
know.
the money.
Look.
You have the, I guess it's the, I don't know what he is, but he's holding the crown. And then what they do is they have 3 of the characters, and then they give you all 3 characters again at a different angle and smaller. So this one's facing to the right, this one's facing to the left, and it's a little smaller.
Right.
And then they do all 3 characters the same way.
Oh my gosh, June should do a freaking Queen of Hearts.
Shh, she is. She's doing the queen on the throne. Remember?
I'm thinking the Queen of Hearts with a big head and her hair and a heart.
Oh, you'd sell that,
Oh
especially
my
with
gosh,
Alice coming out.
Sell that so quick. Oh my gosh.
So
Sorry.
this is Wonderland and Drink Me is the 2 little pieces they have on there.
Little cakes.
Yep. And then they have, I messed this up. I broke it.
It looks cool though.
But I know, right? That's why I kept it. Then they have a little
Right.
watch. And then they have a card set.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Then they have the mechanisms. This is Stamperia. These are a few of the mechanisms. They're all the same size. And they're little clocks.
Huh.
And then they have Drink Me, which is a tea set. So I did it in resin and I did it in paper clay. This thing is so light. Oh my gosh. I was so afraid to touch it that I slid it on here because it's so light. It's like it's gonna break. So why is my
They're actually pretty dang tough, Nikki.
yeah,
But those are great for, like, you know, Amy does her albums, Tiff does her mixed media cards. Paper clay is freaking phenomenal.
it's so light you can't even feel it.
Yeah.
So what I think I'm planning on doing, y'all, and y'all go get a sneak preview. If I actually get to do it,
I was waiting for somebody to say that, Talise.
yeah. Oh yeah. She got her package with the signed and donuts thing.
Well, but you just had it and he was right there on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
We could see it the whole time.
So this is a paper that they came out with. It's a rice paper. It's pretty long. It's a 29 centimeters by 42 centimeters. I'm not a metric person, but it's an A3, so it's huge. Probably it's an 18 by 11, I think. It's like legal paper, but a little bit bigger. So I'm going to tear some pieces off of here, and I'm going to put them on the canvas, and that's going to be my background. So, you know, when I was talking about rice paper earlier, you can use it as a background. That's what I'm going to do. Then, yes, Talise, you saw your man. Okay, everybody, hold on. Let me get everybody get a good look. Let me bring them in frame. Go ahead, wet your panties. Go ahead. Okay, you good, Talise? Barbara, Penny, June. Okay, all y'all dirty Gerties finished? Okay.
Toby says, what is paper clay?
Dirty Gerties.
Paper clay is so you can make your own paper clay out of like just Tilly said wait.
Oh my God, you got your signed one. Go pull it out. Or is it wet?
Oh Lord.
All right, that's enough for me. See ya. Bye.
We keep forgetting Tony's crafting now. Poor guy.
Come on, let's go to bed and get away from the dirty Gertie.
Tilly said I drooled on it.
Oh my God.
It's raining outside. She received it. It was the moisture outside.
Sure.
Toby, the paper clay is you can make your own out of like toilet tissue. You can tear it in a bunch of fine little tiny pieces, and then you mix it with, and you have to keep compressing it, and it's hard to make, so it's cheaper. It's easier, sorry, to buy it from like Walmart. You can go get a brick for like $6.
Yeah.
But you can get a brick of Stamparias, which is like really light.
There is this paper light.
Foamy. Yeah, it's crazy. So like there's Prima. Prima has their own, you know, there's all kinds of different companies. But oh right, Talise. Yeah, you blender, and that does work really good.
Yeah.
That is true. But Tony said he's in the bedroom. But and like just add water. You have to add glue, a little bit of like watered down glue, and then you can add a teeny bit of paint, of like white paint, just to give it an extra little bit of a thickness. I don't know how to describe it, but you want it almost is like a clay. It turns like a clay, and you'll knead it and shape it and all that stuff. Prima has a lot more paper in there, so you have to always wet it down a lot.
Yeah.
Just to use it. That's how you make actual paper. Right, exactly, Penny. Yep. You can literally take it, you can take toilet tissue, do that with it, and then smear it out across, you know, like a wax sheet of paper or something like that. And then you can let it dry, and you can have some really cool.
Primus is a lot heavier than Stamparias, though.
Right. Yeah. There's this like foamy or something.
Yeah, there's this foamy. I think it's a lot more paper, paper additive than the Stamparias. Could you use gesso?
You could. So the reason for the paint in it, just a little bit of paint. I'm talking like maybe a tablespoon to a half of a blender full. And that's just to add a certain consistency. You more want to stick with the glue and water. It's just to give it the white color versus right. So you can use junk mail, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then it's like really dirty and nasty looking. But yet then if you add some paint, then it will make it so that it's all white, and so it looks cleaner, if that makes sense. So the paint is for a totally different purpose than what it is for like gesso or whatever, you know. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Nikki? Sorry.
No, I don't know. I forgot
Yeah,
that.
maybe we'll have a class on how to make your own gesso, how to make your own paper clay, maybe we'll do that one of the days, just so you guys can do it, because I know, if you're on a strict budget, just by making those things yourself, you're going to save a lot. So yeah, like Penny's saying, another great thing to save is like your egg cartons, the paper.
Amy said yes, please.
The,
Great idea. Yep.
The paper, your paper egg cartons, and your paper. You know how you can get the big like 6 dozen or 5 dozen of eggs, and there's the paper crate there that's in the middle. Okay, save those, and then you can use those to make it. Those make great paper clay. Those are phenomenal versus using regular paper or toilet tissue. But don't get like, Cottonelle. You need to go get the toilet paper from the dollar store to use that, because those make awesome bricks on mixed medium. Yep, right. But yeah, so we'll have to do that one of the days, just as a little as a class, because then it can save you money. So then the money that you would not spend there, then you would, you can use and buy, Lindy sprays or whatever it is you're wanting.
So what we can do when we have our bye week is maybe Crystal can do a how to make your own stuff class.
Right.
Because we're gonna after this class we're not doing a class next Monday. We're giving a couple of weeks for everybody to buy and get their kits in. So we'll have 2 weeks off. This is your spring break. And then we begin, and it's only going to be 2 classes. They may be 2 or 3 hour long classes, but it's only going to be 2 classes for this next go round. And then we'll have another week off. So maybe in those couple of weeks off, Crystal can go, like on a Monday night or a Tuesday night or whatever, and do a how to make your own stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, great idea.
And for the end of the class, I'm really wanting everyone to do a big, 8 by 10 canvas.
Oh yeah. This is 8 by 10 right here.
Yeah. At least that size of the we're going to do it together. So who knows how long the class is going to be.
8 by 10. So 8 by 10 is like 2 hands together.
Right. So work on I don't know if you guys need me to get the canvases or if you can get the canvases, but Talise, I reopened my Etsy shop and created a Facebook page, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, you're going to make stuff and sell it on there.
Right.
Which is what every single one of you girls could do. That's what every single one of you girls could do. But the infamous picture of Anna Finnabair, where she is looking, and then there's all the mechanicals and all the stuff all over top of her head, and down the side of her face. That will be the last thing that we do. So, and I want everyone to participate in that, you know. So that's why it's really important that you're learning and you're knowing how to do these things, because that is, you know, my end goal. Now June, I know June, you know, this is not what her, you know, forte is, I guess I should say. However, I mean, it wouldn't hurt for her to try to do that. I think it would be fun if she's getting the inks already, you know, and she's going to get gesso, you know, go get some, you know, screws, and be saving nut and bolts, be saving your tabs on your soda cans, be saving all kinds of just crazy things. And is she going to allow us to hold her down and put all those things on her face, Crystal? I mean, won't she call? Smarty pants. But anyway, you know, be just saving things like that. Old earrings, old costume jewelry, bottle caps, anything that you know, think you could be sculpting paper, you could be sculpting flowers, you know, just anything and everything. Just be saving and be thinking of that now, so that you have a good jar full of just junk by the time we get there. And if you can get a hold of some like big flowers, or if you can make some out of paper, but it's going to have to be heavy paper. So if we do, you could even cut them out of your soda cans. You know, you can cut the soda can up and use it as, and you can use the soda cans. You can wash them and cut them up, and then, as a matter of fact, I'll show that one time. And then you can run it through your die cutting machine if you have
wants to a link of the Finnabair picture you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I'll share it in the mixed media
She'll
chat.
post it in the mixed. Yeah, she'll post it in the mixed media. Hey, before it gets too late, I want to give away these 2 sets of Jane Davenport paints that we were using. If you had the kit, you had the samples. So I am going to do a number between 1 and 15. And sorry to interrupt you, but I'm gonna try to get.
Oh, you're fine. I was just going to say, I want to, you know, you can cut a flower out of that with a big die. That's all I was going to say.
Yes, you can. Between 1 and 15. Oh, thank you, Penny. Penny posted a link, and she'll also post a picture as inspiration in the beginners. Well, Penny, can you post the link in the beginners mixed media class? So if they want to refer back to it, they can. Yeah, that's the end goal. We're bringing you there slowly but surely. Okay, between.
Yeah, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
15. Man, I need a die cut machine. Oh, Amy says she needs a die cut machine.
You guys know that this is her, right? Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that this is her? This is Anna.
Oh, what? Oh, darn it. Okay. Ooh, stop. Let me make sure nobody else. Stop. Oh, wait a minute. I got to make sure nobody did that one first. Y'all were going really fast. Alrighty. Oh, wait. No. Okay. I got it. Okay, so Amy, you are the first winner of the
Oh!
I was making sure nobody had I thought I saw 11, but it was 13. All right, so we're going to do it again, and it's going to be because we don't have any more than 15 people in here, right?
No, there's 10.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, let me get a number together in my head.
Plus, there's people in the background.
Oh, ooh, who is lurking and hasn't spoke up?
Oh, it's private. Never mind.
Right? Let me see. Oh, she said clapping hand like dork. Yeah, you get back from Colorado. Look what happened. You get a paint set. I have one more paint set, and I can't think of a number. I'm sorry. My head is so hurting. I'm trying to get a number in my head. Okay. I got it. Talise says, hello, lurkers. I don't think we have any, Talise, but ready? Oh, sorry, Amy. Don't try to put anything in. You already won.
Well, you know what's funny is now there's 11 watching it, but there's 12 thumbs up. So I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well.
Oh, damn. Whoop, whoop. May the winner be at the claw machines. Y'all got elevator music.
So close, but so far away.
Barbara Oliver! Stop, everybody! Barb won.
Oh, awesome.
Barb Oliver with the...
Amy and Bo, congrats, girls.
All right, let me put your name on it so I won't forget. Give me a couple of weeks. I'm still a week behind. Martha's is next. Amy. And Bo. And I think I have both of y'all's address. If not, please PM me. And I will throw in a set of the mica powder because I had some extra. So I will put in that. So I'm going to go over the kit one more time. Like I said, all the Lindy's has come in. I need y'all to practice. And this is just one layer. So if you're having any issues with doing the one layer canvas, let me know. When you start getting into double and triple and quadruple layers, that's when you're going to start really seeing some serious stuff. All right. So let me get this out the way and let me show you what we got so far. And make sure my desk is clean. So in the kit, again, I am going to send you some doilies. Oh, am I clicked on me? I'm not. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't even. Wow, I thought you were. I can see you.
So in the kit, we are just like you saw me do a little bit of the and I'm blurry. Look at that. There we go. I'm going to give a rice paper. We're going to use this a couple of times because you don't have to use the whole rice paper. Just like you saw me on this, I just tore a piece. And you've seen Crystal do it. You've seen me do it several times. We just tear pieces. You can do this on glass. So if you want to practice and do one of the wine bottles, you can put the butterfly on the back. You can use your little pouncing with some gesso and some paint. Now that you kind of were learning the basics and stuff, we might do a bottle or, you know, during our classes or whatever. You never know. We'll think of something. Okay, so, and I'm going to put more doilies in there. And we're going to put another mixed media thing in there. And we have birds. And, you know, y'all see the theme. Freedom, state of mind, flying, journey, everything. Got some butterfly chipboard pieces. And I am going to, and I don't have everything cut out yet, but I'm going to do the bird cage to go with this little wooden piece from the Tim Holtz collection, what, 4 years back?
Right.
So I'm going to cut out the chipboard for the bird cage and chipboard piece for the time clock. So we're going to have that. Then I have the word unique, because y'all all unique. Why? So we're going to have, and then we're going to have 2 or 3 more chipboard pieces as well. Also, there's going to be a variety. And when I say a variety of resin pieces, I'm going to be a resin making fool. Because we're going to put, it's going to be a small canvas, but I'm going to give enough to do at least 2 canvases where you can do multiple layers like you've seen with Crystal. So I will have to, before Saturday, figure out how I want to layer them so I can show you how to layer them. And then I will give you extra pieces like angels, corners, stuff like that. So it's going to be a hodgepodge of resin, so you have stuff to choose from. Is January kit in the shop? No, I took it out the shop, Amy, but PM me and I will put it back in the shop. If you still want to get that kit.
Yeah, she was asking a minute ago. I just didn't want to interrupt you. She said, Nikki, should I buy my stuff so you can add it all together and send it?
Let me go ahead and put it back in the shop, and then yes, you would need to buy it all together. So when I post the kit number 2, I will post kit number 1, and you can get both of them.
Right.
This is a huge stencil, and let me tell you, this was a great find. Like I've been finding and asked. I was so excited. Ask Penny.
Well, it's a $20 stencil.
It's a $20. Yes, it's an Anna. Yeah. What is it? Culture Creations, the one that Crystal's been messing with. And believe me, I have been searching for discounted items, on sale items, discontinued items. So if you go and look for this, you probably won't find it anywhere because they're either discontinued, out of stock or whatever. So because I'm trying to bring it to y'all at a very, very good discount. So I found these. I'm so excited.
But that stencil can be used, like if you want to use it on your furniture.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can use it. It's made for that purpose as well.
Yeah, this is actually for furniture.
Those are high quality.
And they're very they're very, very thick. Like the stencil that I gave you in the first kit, that's a good stencil.
Right.
This one's better. It's very thick, very sturdy, and it's going to give you a very good raised image. But yeah, so I found this one, and then everybody, and I'm telling you, everybody needs a vine stencil.
Right.
Depending on how many kits I sell, because I'm not leaving the kit up forever, because it's only a 2-week to 3-week class. So I'll probably leave the kit up for a week or so, and right before we begin the class, I will take it down. But I'll have the parts if there are any left in the store. But everybody needs a vine stencil.
And you see the vine? Okay. Do you see there in the center towards the bottom? Yep, right there. Right. Yep. You see how those circle? Okay. So if you were doing like trying to frame something in, you could use that and use that as a texture. Versus over here on the other side, you could use another piece just as like a sprig and an accent. So that's another thing that you'll be learning in the next classes is how to utilize one stencil and make it do so much more than just looking at a flat stencil. There's so many other things that you can do to it. So that I just wanted to point that out.
Yep. So then also, And I don't know about y'all, but if you, and I included this, I didn't include as many stamps, but because I personally wanted this stamp, I got it. Because if you do art journals, or you can use it in paint, this checkered board stamp, and it is a clear stamp, but it also has writing on it. Let me see if I can get it close up. If you're going to be journaling pages or even cards or journals, having that checkered board outer edge is very whimsical. If you like whimsical things with the fairies and the, you know, whatever, even if you want it grungy or whatever, this is a great stamp to have. Yeah, you can do it by yourself or whatever, but this is a cool stamp. And I got it at a good price. So, but, you know, just having it where you can stamp like 2 of the blocks and make a border of this, and then it has the fairy on the inside, that would be cool. Anyway, and I've seen a lot of mixed media artists use this stamp in their journaling. So
I just love small stamps and inchies even. They are so useful for it. You can make jewelry with them.
Now I'm after one more stencil, and I don't want to show it to you because if I show it to you, you're gonna freaking go crazy. But
Well, and then if you don't get it,
and then if I don't get it, so well, yeah, I'm gonna have to show it to him. But if not, I will have to replace it with something else. I will probably just put more resin pieces or canvases.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're gonna ship. So I ordered this, and it's on back order because y'all like the stamps so much. And so I found the face stamp. It's not the one I have. It's a newer version or updated version. So it has 2 faces on it. And then it has a corner piece, which I love. And then it has this corner piece at the top, and I can't see it. So I just love this stamp. And I mean, this, they had 2. They sent me 2.
Well, but you ordered what, 10?
10.
Yeah, and then
10.
2 came in.
They sent me
So mad.
2. Right? So, depending on the availability between now and the next couple of weeks, we shall see. I'm hoping to all hopes that it's coming through. If not, then I don't know. I may throw another Lindy's in there or something like that. I'm not sure. But or a shaker or something like that. But also, so you get the I'm going to throw in a couple of the 4x6 canvases. If you want to do more, you can go buy more canvases. You can tear this up. You can tear it up here, 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 here. You can get 3 or 4 freaking uses out of this one rice paper. You can even cut out the freaking thing and use it. So you'll have the rice paper, you'll have the 2 stencils, you'll have the mixed media paper book again, you'll have more doilies, you'll have the chipboard pieces, resin pieces, stamp, and where did it go? Did I put them back in the box? Oh yeah, I did. And you get, if you planned on ordering a kit and thought and ordered ahead, you get the shaker of your choosing. They chose their own color. And then they get 2 Lindy sprays. So these are actually, I just ordered this for myself. It's called Queen of Hearts Red. This is what I'm going to use on the canvas. Anyway. We can, oh, hold up. I'm sorry. Let me read back up. Because Penny, Crystal muted. Penny don't want to read for me. They just don't care anymore. They left me alone. You love the stencil. Love. Okay, how do you store it? Oh, I always, I rinse my stencils. As soon as I'm finished using them, I throw it in a water bath. And then as soon as it comes out, I store it back in its original package. If I don't have its original package, I always put it in a Ziploc bag that's big enough to hold the stencil, because a lot of stencils will get hooked. That you don't want to put a stencil on top of a stencil on top of a stencil, because a lot of them will hook into each other. And they're very intricate, and then some of them are curved, and you don't want that to bend or tear. So I always leave it in its original packaging. And if I actually tear the packaging, I'll just put it in a Ziploc bag. Yeah, what Barbara says. I can't wait. Oh, good. You know, and it's hard too. I just try to listen to everything you say, what you're needing, and I'm trying to keep it really low. If we do another kit, I think that just to be my suggestion is offer another couple of Lindy's, because what Crystal said is that she's filled up her Lindy's 2 or 3 times. So these 2 bottles in the shaker, you can make your own sprays with. So you have 3 colors right here. So if we do another kit, I think another couple of bottles of Lindy's or whatever should be added to that kit. And then you have 4 Lindy's in a shaker or 5 Lindy's in a shaker. So that would be my suggestion, Crystal, is from here on out, start adding for the next few mixed media classes, add a couple of bottles of Lindy's. And that way they can build up their, what I did is I had everybody PM me or put it in the chat what bottles they wanted. And if they wanted a particular color, they had to let me know by Friday at midnight. And then I ordered it Saturday and I got it on Wednesday. So I get it in about 4 days. So if you want a particular Lindy's, and when we do the next kit, you know, and you do have input. So if you have suggestions, put it in the chat. We do read the chat. I may not comment all the time, but I do read it.
Right.
To make sure that, you know, we're getting what you want. That's why I was pushing so hard for y'all to get Lindy's, because if you're going to go on this mixed media journey, you're going to want to start building up with stencils,
Right.
with Lindy's sprays, with paints if you want them, and wooden pieces. Now, I think we're going to be ordering from Dusty Attic pretty soon. So I think Dusty Attic products or Snip Art or those wood embellishments like this are going to be more prevalent in the intermediate kit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Okay. And resin pieces will be more prevalent, and sprays. So, but you know, you always got to think about that background. That's why we're starting with this, because even though you're going to cover most of it up, and I will show you this for example.
Well, and all of the things that you are,
Yeah.
the 2 kits that they've already purchased, like I want to make sure that they've used those things like what you're doing, you know. And so if there's something that maybe we don't need to get and we could get something else, then, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But Amy, to answer your question, we just as of today, we landed another like 12 different companies. So now we're going to have access to a ton of other things. So
Pretty much everything.
yeah. Yeah.
The crackle paste in the store, the picture of the clear white crackle paste. Well, let me check it. But what I was saying about the stencils, even though this is a bit of layering, there's a stencil in the background. So I don't have to put a lot of texture in the background because I've stenciled in the texture paste.
Right.
And then I can put my little pieces or whatever, and I still have texture, and I have a, you know, what do you call it? It's just not dead or area or whatever. So that's what I mean by, you know, practice with your stencil and stuff like that, because even though you don't see a lot of this and all that work I put into putting that background stencil in there,
It's
It's
there.
you only see this area, maybe a little here, maybe a little bit here, but it makes a world of difference in this piece. So you'll see it may be only a little corner, but it'll be an important little corner.
You see that question, Crystal?
What question?
Amy wants to know if you also have graphics.
Yep. I just have to finalize some things, but yeah. We actually got the person that supplies graphics.
I'm gonna click on you so you can talk to. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was a funny story.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was crazy,
That was
but
good.
it was a blessing in disguise. So, but yeah, we what in the world?
That was a kismet situation there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got to I've got to just finalize that, but yeah, we've got graphics. We've got the person that supplies graphics. So it won't say graphics, but it is graphics. It's the company that supplies graphics, their chipboard, and then graphics puts their logo on it. So therefore it's going to save us money. So, because that's what I'm after is, as you can tell, the stuff that we are getting, we're able to pass on the discount because we're getting it for a little bit cheaper. So then we can share that discount, you know? So of course, you know, the same thing with that chipboard, and we can get it in, you know, but it's got to be a special situation. But we can get it in. What was the size I told you, Penny? I can't even remember now. 30 inches by.
You know, once you said that you have graphics actual manufacturer, I probably went into a haze after that.
Yeah, I don't remember what
excitement.
Yeah, I don't remember. So like we can get sheets of it rather than just the 12 by 12, Amy. We can get like a piece that's like 2 foot by, 3 foot or something like that if someone needs it. And here's the thing though. They're not just going to ship me one. So it's got to be that, a bunch of people need it or something like that, or else we won't even bring it in because they won't. I can't see them wanting to do that. However, you never know. We may get like 20 sheets of it just to have it or something. But we're trying to fill the store, as you guys can see. So.
Yep. So it's basically like you can get custom sizes if you have enough requests for them.
Right.
That is the benefit of the manufacturer.
And so it will come coated with black. So same thing as graphics, the black coated, the white coated, and the white will be coated on both sides, not just one side. Right. And the craft color, of course. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty exciting.
That's some good product.
And then we'll have Heidi Swap. We'll have Pink Paisley. We'll have Bo Bunny. We'll have American Crafts. We Are Memory Keeper. Coordinations. Crate Paper. Kelly. What's that one? Kelly something. Kelly Stamps or Kelly something. I can't remember. There's a bunch of them.
And Basil.
Basil, yes.
Yeah, Basil.
Yep.
DCWV.
Yeah.
Yep. Die Cuts with a View. Yep.
Oh my God.
Die Cuts with a View.
I love them.
Bo Bunny, which is who Joanne's carries is Die Cuts with a View.
Mm-hmm. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Years and years I have just loved them. Doesn't that also encompass Basic Gray? Aren't they part of that whole group too?
I don't remember. The lady sent me a bunch of information, so I don't know. But it will you know, as soon as we place the order, then we'll have a bunch of stuff. But we've got to see, you know, because we're getting Stamperia in, and then we'll be getting Ranger in, and then we'll be getting, like, there's just so many things. We'll have Crafter's Companion. We haven't placed the order for Crafter's Companion. You know, these things just, it takes money. And so we're trying to get select things. However, this is another thing. If anyone has an issue with the website, please let us know. We are new to this. And so if something, for whatever reason, like Jean, bless her heart, she let us know that, hey, you know, Crystal, something's going on. And then we were able to get it fixed, you know. Please let us know, because we're new to this. We can't foresee anything, you know. We think everything's great, and then we find out that something's wrong. So please just let us know. Also, and there's an email there, as well as you guys have our PM and all that kind of stuff. But also, if there's something that you guys, you know, want, please let us know that too, because just because it's not in the store doesn't mean that it's not coming, because we just haven't had a minute to order it. So
and what we can do is we can always put a special category called special order, and the item that you want to order, we can put it in the special order, and that way you can sort of like pre-order it, pay for it, and then as soon as it comes in, we immediately mail it out to you.
Barbara says the 4th paper pack on page 1 is showing the wrong paper.
What 4th paper pack?
On the store?
How in the heck did that happen? That wasn't that way last night when I was shopping.
Are you serious?
I hate this website.
Yeah, it's not user error most of the time, ladies, just so you know. It's called Computers and Internet and Coding. Believe me, there is no such thing as a business site that doesn't mess up.
Love no. Love
There's no such thing.
Alice. Well, which paper is it?
What paper is it, Barbara?
On the first page.
It's the graphic 45.
The 4th paper pack on page 1 is showing the wrong paper.
Spring Botanic. Provence. Azulis. Alice.
Guess what, Barbara?
Which one?
Which one is it? Can you say which one it is, Barbara?
Oh, that's a great idea, Amy. She said creating an area for group ordering. Group ordering? Like a wish list?
What does group order mean?
And also the Queen's Craft Fair website too might be, if the girls agree to that it'd be a nice place where people say, hey, you know, I heard about this. Let people know, you know, about stuff you're
The
hearing.
word under the blue paper pack, Nikki.
The word under the what?
The one under the blue paper pack.
The blue? Okay, let me go home. Kaleidoscope. Oh, it changes every time, so that's so funny. The blue, is it?
Oh, no wonder I didn't see it wrong then.
I've got to go over here and look now.
Is
Yeah,
it the
that's weird.
kaleidoscope? The elephant? Yeah, every time you go back to the home page, it changes.
Like a picture of the chipboard sheets and have a sign-up sheet next to it so that it...
Voyage Fantastic. Voyage
You'll have to send us a message about that, Amy. I don't know what you're meaning. Are you saying like the big? She said no. Barbara said no. You guys can then order the stuff. Oh, okay. So you're talking about like the big chipboard, probably. Yeah, we wouldn't do well. Yeah, I guess we could do that. We could have something on the site where, special order. She said, "I will look and message you." Barbara said that, Nikki.
Okay.
Um. Yeah, Amy, we'll I'll have to talk to Nikki and Mary about that and see how we could possibly do that. Because yeah, maybe there's somebody that wants the 2 foot by 3 foot pieces. But yeah, but as other stuff too.
Yeah, I don't see any stuff that's labeled wrong from
Kaleidoscope.
one picture.
Oh, I did know she forgot to put kaleidoscope.
Which category was it, or is it just the home page?
Paper. I'm looking at paper.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, all the papers correct.
They're correct.
Yeah, all the papers good. I do see one thing. Any more questions?
Okay.
I don't see anything that's not right.
The fourth paper pack, Bloom Grow with Love.
Yeah.
Is that what that one's called?
Those are individuals, not paper packs.
Yeah, those are individual papers. That's the name of the individual paper that the company gives them.
Mm-hmm. It's showing you the front and the back of the paper. That's why they're confused.
Yeah, just like where you go down to, let's see, 1, 2. If you go down, let's see, 1, 2, to the third category, Barbara, and you go over, you'll see it starts with Kaleidoscope, the 12 by 12. So that's one sheet of paper, and then it shows you the back. That's why it's $1. And then each one of those is the name of that individual sheet.
Don't they have a wish list thing when you sign up? Can't you add it, like put it on a wish list? Yeah, you can click.
Yeah, our wish list.
They don't have one for nothing that isn't there. Okay.
Oh, and plus she's looking on her phone as compared to me. I'm looking on a computer. So the fourth thing to me under products is Spring Botanic paper pack from Stamperia, and it's correct. So if she's looking on a phone, the fourth thing is going to be different for her. This is a smaller screen.
See, and I'm on a computer, and the fourth thing for me is
In all products from the menu. That's what she clicked.
Oh, I clicked on paper and I looked at all the paper and all of them had the correct name.
Yeah, and I've looked at this too, and they're all.
Yeah, if you find it, Barbara, just text us, and we're not going to spin our wheels on it right now. So
yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Penny. And then Barbara let us know, and we'll take a look and see that all the papers are correct. But thank you. And if you see it, send me a picture of it. Because it's almost 10 o'clock. I have a raging headache. Sorry. And I got to get sleep. They are working me to death this week. To death.
Yeah, I've got to ask Bo. So she said, Nikki and Crystal, I sent you pictures of the box float. So that is what that is. It's supposed to be a float, but it's in a box, right? That's what I thought it was. And if that is, where'd you get that idea? Yeah, you're making sense, Amy.
Yeah, we got you.
That's a good idea. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, because we have one more person to discuss it with, and that would be Mary.
That'd be Miss Mary.
Yep. She's the smart one.
Yeah, where'd you get that idea, Bo? June, isn't that always the way? Yep. Amy, what kind of puppy did you get? And why haven't you showed us pictures?
Who got a puppy?
Amy.
Oh, I've seen a picture of her puppy. She put it in chat.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, it took over her pillow one night.
Oh, I
My
haven't.
dog.
Oh, Bo did it for school. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
that's cute. I'm looking at it now.
Did you do it with your granddaughter? Is that what? Or was it a special thing for the you just did for the school?
Oh, okay. It is a fun.
Thank God I was running out of words.
Amy.
She is right now.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's this weather because I live in a valley. So when it rains like that, all the stuff from the mountains, everything, it just settles down in the bottom, which is where I live. So, and then we've been going this has been going on for 2 months now, from 10 degrees to 70 degrees, back to 40, then to 15, then back to 70, all within the same freaking week for like 3 months now. And then it decided it was going to open up the heavens and rain for a week straight. And then Talise sends me her bad weather. Ugh.
And it's been raining here, so you sent it here, so thanks.
Yeah, it's all Talisa's fault. Where's
Oh,
Talise?
Jean said
I
I
haven't
will
seen
put my
Talisa in a
order
while.
today.
Oh yeah, I'll have it in there by Sunday, Jean. And your Jean ordered special Lindy's.
Oh.
June did too, I think.
Yep, June, Jean, Barb. Yep, they all got them in.
Dang, that sucks that you got a headache.
Too many
I wanted to see you do that that Alice.
Well, if I can take some medicine between now and
You're
10
standing
o'clock,
on your head.
maybe at 11 o'clock, I'll go live again. And
You
we
gotta
can.
work tomorrow.
I've been pretty much sleep all when like
No,
morning.
you
I went to sleep at 9 o'clock last night because I had a headache, and I freaking slept till 8 o'clock this morning. I've had too much sleep, which is the problem when I sleep too much. I usually only do 5 hours to 6 hours of sleep, and I'm good. If I sleep like this, then I'm up for another 24 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
my
you're
Lord.
lucky.
Oh, June says she's sorry she missed your last show. She put a large comment after I watched it. I tried to make it all in one comment instead of my usual 20. Yes, June does comment after June and Penny, I have to say.
Yeah.
And usually the comments I will see after every show.
Yeah.
They are very good about and this is commenting on YouTube. They're so funny. One day,
All of you.
I always say, my biggest fan. Yeah, we are vampires. I was trying to make sure that I went live early, but I don't, it usually ends up being the vampire hour. Oh, but hey, good news. I got moved up in the World of Heart hop. So I'm on at 12 midnight now.
Oh, shoot. Yay.
Yeah. I was going to be on at 2 a.m. I was going to call it the European time slot. But yeah, they moved me up to 12 midnight 10 o'clock Pacific time. So 10 p.m. Pacific,
And midnight.
12 a.m. Central time, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, June. You're going to have to take a no dose.
Yeah.
Because you will be.
I'll share my coffee with you.
I need my safety inspector there. So it's on a Saturday. Take your no dose.
I'll
Drink a
share my
beer. No, drink a
coffee
beer and
with
go to sleep. Thank you. Yep, you got to take a nap to prep for the show. So it's on a Saturday. So you need to nap during the day so you can be up. Crystal will be on at what, 9 p.m.?
8 my time. So what is that? 10?
Nap until that time, and then you come watch it in your jammies.
Yeah. And then, yep. So it'll be 8 her time, 9 my time, 10 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
So we'll put all the time zones up for y'all.
And
So-
it's a Saturday, I think, right?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, so y'all can nap during the day.
To sleep all day.
Yeah. To stay up for our show at
There's
night.
gonna be a lot of confused families out there.
Right.
Why is Mama in bed?
But it's going to be great. And y'all will be, since you are in my mixed media class, I will let you in on a few secrets. I'm giving away a moon shadow set during my show.
And I'm giving away something, but I ain't telling you.
Right.
She's so
No
mean.
more-
No, because I
You know who the nice person is, right?
No more spoilers.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're part of my mixed media class.
Right.
Getting got a hold of my yard. Oh wow.
Oh. Bye-bye, kitten.
Jean, my
But
day
that-
was great. I
Yeah.
was actually home and cleaning all day.
There's Martha.
She's got that kitten is halfway across the house.
I
with
know
the
that
other
kitten.
yarn by now.
I bet you the kitten ran with the yard. This is all she can find is string everywhere.
Yep, she's gonna have to follow the line. Follow the breadcrumbs.
What the heck?
Oh my God, Amy! I knew you got booted because there was 3 lines where you didn't ask a question.
Oh, Martha, in my nap, I dreamt of kittens. Hey, so I gotta tell you guys, this is so funny. So for Martha's, you know how on your phone you have a picture, you can have a picture of a person, of who it is that you're talking with. Well, I put this cat for Martha's. It's this cat, and all you can see is its eyes, and its eyes are looking back and forth, and then he puts down his ears when the phone rings. Then he puts down his ears, or if she sends me a text message, if she responds to a text message I've sent her, then it'll lay down its ears. It's so funny. It looks like it's getting ready to pounce on somebody, but it is hilarious. So it makes me laugh every time. It's like, yep, there's Martha.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey. So I need a favor from y'all though.
And Penny's is a penguin.
Yeah. Oh wow. And mine's with the Corrector's Companion, Jennifer Triron.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I need a favor from y'all. So we have to do a couple of things for this YouTube hop that we're not used to doing. So we need test subjects in our audience. We got to go live and we have to use Nightbot.
Yes, Dr. Frank.
Now we know Nightbot's not very friendly, right? Yeah. Nightbot's a mean little mother.
Yep.
But I think we figured Nightbot out. I've sent him some chocolate, and I think we got him. I think we worked it out. So next show, our next live, Nightbot is in the house.
And he's going to be on a sugar rush. So
Yeah.
there you have it.
So June.
Sounds evil.
Nightbot.
Dude, Nightbot. That's the one that was chasing everybody that night.
Yeah.
There's
Dude.
flirting with
Barbara
him.
falling in love with Nightbot.
Yeah, Bo has a crush on Nightbot.
Yeah.
They
Bo
were
has a crush
crashing
on
in.
Nightbot, and Nightbot does not like Amy.
I think he liked her a little too much.
He was stalking Amy for a while.
He was cheating on Bo with Amy.
It's like little boys in kindergarten. They throw sticks and stones and stuff at the little girls that they are in love with.
Look, Bo said, I know he likes Amy and me.
Yeah. So we're going to try to go on early enough so our safety inspector can be in the house. So she's going to be gearing up. She's going to take care of business. And Amy said creepy.
It's
Nope.
a jammy party, but June will be required to wear her safety
Yep.
jammies.
June Nightbot will be at the hop. He's coming. He's going to be a guest on everybody's channel.
Yes, June. Mhm.
So we don't know what Nightbot's going to do. He might be tired from doing the hop by the time he gets to my channel. Might be doing some crazy things. Gene, yes, he's very creepy.
He's gonna crash from his sugar buzz from all that chocolate.
Yeah, and you don't know what Nightbot is going to do. Let's just put it that way. He has a mind of his own. So yes, so tomorrow's show, because I'm going to take me a nice little pain pill tonight, is going to be Alice Canvas and Nightbot trial, and with special guest Nightbot. And what kind of show it's going to be, I have no idea.
Oh,
No, y'all don't have to behave on the hop. Y'all be y'all. No
yeah,
cursing.
be you all. I mean, don't be
Yeah.
throwing out no F-bombs. It's going to be blocked.
Just no explicit cursing, and no, I can't say that. Just nothing, crazy, like little innuendos and stuff like that. Not to oh no, not, but he's fine. But y'all know I don't do cursing anyway on these shows. We might get a little crazy, but it's nothing that's going to shame.
Yeah.
Nothing I wouldn't be ashamed to say to anybody.
Right.
So. She'll probably be working on her boxes a little bit tomorrow night, and
Right.
then she's going to finish it off decorating the majority of it on Saturday?
Friday or Saturday, one of the two.
Yeah, Friday or Saturday. So we're gonna have to finish that up because
Yeah, you can take her up. It's just like it normally is. The only thing is we don't want to be talking about,
penises.
Jimmy with his pearl necklace. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to go into graphic things like that.
Yeah.
But we don't do that anyway. Every once in a blue moon, we'll get a little riled up, but we're good. We're fine.
Yeah. Just normal stuff. Just normal
It's
stuff.
just there's going to be people from different companies, that will be. They may not be talking in the chat and stuff like that.
But they'll be watching.
They will be watching. And for me personally, a goal of mine is to, get on a design team. I really would like to do that. I don't want to stay on it long or nothing like that, but I want to just kind of check that off the bucket list. And so, you never know, this may be the time then that could happen, So that's
Why have what, Amy?
well, because there's going to be there probably is going to be trolls, Amy. Yeah, you can talk about food.
Oh yeah,
and everything. Yeah.
No,
it's just like it's normal.
No, everything's normal. Just don't talk about explicit sexual stuff like that, which you don't on my show anyway. And don't throw the F-bomb out there, which you can't, because I have it in my chat that you can't. All the words you're not allowed to say, like the C word, the N word, the S word, the other C word, the B word, stuff like that, unless it's reviewed first.
Exactly.
And we have trolls, then you don't know what type of people are going to show up. I mean, normally, and I say best behavior, and I'm really talking about myself anyway. But I can get really loose about 2 a.m.
Exactly, June. Oh, thanks, June.
Exactly, June. We don't say them anyway.
You're sweet.
We're funny without being dirty, nasty, and explicit. And y'all are funny as well without being dirty, nasty, or explicit.
Right, and we all know each other enough that we can read between the lines. So
yes, exactly.
That's where we have a one-up on everybody.
You should team up with right, Amy? That's a good one. Amy, you are just so smart.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys.
Haha.
Thank you. That's very sweet. That would be amazing.
Right?
That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy. But we good.
We good students.
Yes, Barbara, you guys are great students. Yeah, there should be like a bunch of other people too. And so, you know, um there's we don't know what they're going to say. And so you guys are kind of like our eyes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so if somebody is, getting out of hand or something like that and like Nightbot doesn't catch it or something, please PM us or something so that we can get it out of there.
Yeah, and we will definitely be adding on extra moderators. So if y'all show up and you start and you share wrench, yep, you're going to be our extra moderators
Right.
for the night.
Right.
We don't know. I seriously, I don't know who's going to show up. I'm not used to anybody but y'all.
Right. So it's a little overwhelming, It's a little overwhelming because the people that we've got going before us and after us in that aspect, it's overwhelming. And then it's overwhelming because we don't know who's going to be at the shows, and so it makes you a little nervous too,
Yeah. You'd be the only one who thinks that, but I'll take it. What? Amy, you are smart. Yep, but if Victoria's on. Oh, June, you're fine.
Make sure she doesn't chat on herself. Well,
yeah, that's true.
Everything Victoria was saying out there now.
But it's only an hour show, so it's going to be quick. Like we're going to have to pre-prep most of the project anyway.
We're going to do an hour show.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do an hour show. I don't know how Crystal going to do an hour show. I can do an hour. I'm just saying.
How Crystal going to do an hour?
Look, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. I don't know how she going to not do an hour show.
I'm going to be like, oh, look, see the canvas? See? Oh, look, it's done. Look, I'm going to add this butterfly right here. It'll take me an hour to add a butterfly.
Timmy, right? Yes, he might. Jean.
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind is things like that.
Yeah. Well, we know that we know Graphic 45, Prima, Scrapbook.com owners, and probably Frank Garcia, probably Stamperia, probably all the major paper companies and stuff that their lines are being featured on the show are going to be watching. So,
well, because Prima is sponsoring the hop, Frank Garcia is. Oh, never mind. I'm just going on, ain't I?
Yes.
See, that's why I.
So we don't. So those are Stamperia Maxi Mold that those hearts come from. It's hold up, I'll show it to you because I actually have it right here. If she doesn't have it out and can get it quicker, I have it right here.
I do have it out. It's just where it's right here underneath my keyboard.
Look at you. Here you go.
Barbara, keep going, Crystal.
So this is the Maxi Mold.
So that one is here. Let me show you. So that one right there, the top one is this one.
Oh, there you go. Let me click on her. That's this. All right.
And then this one is which one on your thing?
Right here.
Okay. And then that one is so flipping cool.
That one is right here.
And then that little guy with the flower.
And then this little guy with the flower.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Right here.
Yep.
So this is the Maxi Mold. Stamperia.
Oh, thank you, Jean. Thanks, June.
But
yes. No mentioning Timmy. No, you guys can. It's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Well, for me, because I'm literally the newest mixed media person in that whole hop, that like hasn't been doing it too long, it was so funny because I'm like, oh, you won't be nervous, Crystal, because you're so good.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, would you like to join? I'm like, oh shit, Crystal, I'm nervous. And she's like, oh, you're not.
How does it feel, Nikki?
That was funny. That was funny. But yeah.
It was some words. Mm-hmm.
I haven't eaten anything yet today.
Yeah, but yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, kind of nervous. Got to come up with a good project. So that's what I've been working on.
You guys gonna sell resin pieces in the store. Amy, actually, we need to encourage you to get the mold because you can make so many more for your dollars. Do you know what I mean? And like I told Nikki, I mean, you guys all remember when I said to Nikki, resin is addictive. Molds are addictive. And now look at her. She's a resin nut. So,
I just ordered some more molds. But yeah, she's right though. If you are going to go down that route, then yes, I encourage you to buy the molds and to buy the resin. But if you're not ready to invest in that right now and are still learning to use the resin molds and stuff like that, I don't mind selling you the molds, but it's going to cost you like what it costs you for like a set of those heart molds. You can buy pretty much the maxi mold for that price and 5 more.
Right.
Because we would have to charge you for to make the mold, then you would have to pay for the shipping, then you would have to pay for the use of the mold, whatever. I used to do price cost analyst, and then we would ship it to you, and then you could buy the resin, the mold, and 3 more molds for the price you paid just for those hearts. So
right.
But if you're not into that, then yeah, fine. PM
Right.
me. I'll make you the mold. I'll make you the resin pieces, or Crystal will.
Right.
But we're again, your best interest is what we're after. We don't want you to waste your money seamlessly. But if you're going to use those hearts over, and I mean, really, hearts and angels you will use over and over and over again. And I saw your message, Jean. Crystal just took that note, or Penny. She wants that mold.
Yeah, I think.
Heart mold.
Amy, but that doesn't mean that we won't. It just means we would rather you get the resin and get the mold and do it yourself and be able to make 100 of them, rather than, because resin pieces are addicting and you will use them.
Yeah.
So, but if it's something that you just want one of, then of course, or if you just want a couple of them, then of course, but yeah. we just want you to,
and I will be putting 1 heart mold in the mixed media kit, Amy's, and I know you plan on buying it, I think. But I will be putting 1 heart mold, I think one bigger one and 1 smaller one in the mixed media kit. So you'll have them in there if you buy the mixed media kit, and then you can see if it's something that you would use over and over and over again, or if it's something that's just something you will use every now and then. And if you think it's something every now and then PM me, PM Crystal, and we'll charge you a nominal fee for a couple of them.
right.
But if it's something you think you're going to use over and over and over again,
You can put the mold
you can buy
in
the maxi mold and then go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and use your coupon and buy some resin for $10, $11. And I think the maxi mold, even if we get the maxi mold, I think we have them in the store for $6.
Mm-hmm.
And the cheapest I've saw was like $5.99. I don't know what the one said, but I guess it's the 5 versus the 6, but it's a penny difference. But the cheapest I see them usually is $5.99. We have them in store for $6. So right there, that's about $16. We would charge you for 1 heart resin, probably $3, $4. If you want all of them in the thing, it's going to be $1 to $3 each. Plus shipping is going in a small, medium rate box is going to be, the prices on medium rate boxes just went up. So it's now $8 and something. So you're going to pay $21, $22 for 5 or 6 resins when you can pay 12 or 13, $14 for the mold and resin, and they make all your own.
Well, and we have.
I always give extra resin pieces.
We have an account too to get resin. So we have Alumilite,
Yes.
which as far as my experience, my personal experience, and I know Nikki feels the same way. So you go and you get it from Michael's, okay? And every single time oh my gosh, there's a little fruit fly. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, they're out now.
Oh, it's driving me bonkers. Anyway, the last, at least within the last year, every single bottle of resin I've gotten, the yellow bottle always has these shards in it. Oh, good night, Toby. It always has these shards in it, and I can never understand why. Well, the lady at Alumilite told me that they only have a 3-month shelf life, so we don't just have Alumilite sitting on the shelf. We'll wait until you guys order it, and then we'll order it. Or you say, hey, I want it, and then we'll order it. You know what I mean? Anyway, and it only takes a couple days to get in. It's not a long time. But anyway, there was a huge difference in the way that the one at Michael's versus the fresh that I got. It is amazing. It's night and day difference. It's crazy how different it is. And I've been using that resin for, oh my gosh, so long. And it's the exact same company. It's the same resin. It's just
because it sits on the shelf.
It's nuts.
The reason being is because Penny, oh no, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, anybody that carries the resin and stuff, they order it. I think Hobby Lobby or Michael's, they'll order, I think the quantity or the stock level is 4. Mm-hmm. So they'll have 4. So if anybody, she says she knows she's worried that she'll get addicted and I'm bursting at the seams already. Oh yeah, you will get it. Amy.
It's so fun though.
You will get it. Just saying.
It's
anyway, fun. So we found out from talking to the owners and the employees of Alumilite that the shelf life for Alumilite is 3 months. And because I was wondering why, because I was waiting on molds to come in I bought most of my molds, FYI, from Allie. And I got a crap load for $1, $2 at a time. So I would buy $20, $25 at a time every pay period or payday. I'm sorry, which is when I got paid or whatever, I would go and I purchased $25 worth of molds. You get like 20 molds. And so I did that every couple of months for 6 months now, 7 months. Yeah, I got a crap load. So then I went balls out at tax time and see, I would not say that on the
right?
I would not say balls out. But yeah, I went balls out at tax time and got Prima molds. And I like the Stampo Maxis because they're pretty cheap and they give you good results as well. They're made for the paper clay as well as the resin, and it does bleed a little bit, but that's because it's the PVC is made to breathe. So if it does do a little spillage, I usually use a Stampo Maxis on a piece of paper. It's supposed to do that. and it keeps that PVC nice and pliable. Love it. I haven't had that problem with any of mine, but yeah, you will get addicted. I'll let you know. You will get addicted. It ain't no if, when, or whatever. It's it's not if, it's when. Let's just say.
Yep.
But I will say, you can using the paper, the molds you can use with the paper clay, with resin, UV resin, clear resin, and a whole bunch of other things. And it's very useful. And I just keep a drawer full of different resins. And I would look to see which ones, I mean, and you can ask us, okay, what should I start off with? You know, hearts, stars, you know, stuff like that. Little angels and swirls and stuff are good ones to start off with. But
things that's going to give you texture, dimension, and look cute can be a featured piece.
So yes, mixed media is a slow haul. It's not. I did not get all my products overnight, although it does seem like that. It is not. I will get little things at a time, and I actually have a budget that I put aside every month, and for craft supplies, and I will target certain items every pay period. Like I targeted molds for a 3 to 4 month time. So for 2 to 3 months, I was purchasing molds, $25 worth of molds every couple of every like 2 or 3 months. And then I said, okay, you know, I think I want sprays. So every time I go, I'll buy, you know, $20 or $25 worth of sprays. So yeah, it's not. And then you'll find deals as well. Like I spent $30. Joann's had a going like 60% off sale, and I got dilution sprays. Whenever we have a sale in our store or have discounts that we provide, that would be the time to go in and get like a set of the Lindy sprays. Because I think Crystal said Lindy's you can fill up 2-3 times.
Yeah, at least 3 times. I've actually filled up quite a few of them 4 times.
Yeah.
It just depends on what color it is. So if it's like a soft pink, you're going to get maybe 4 fills out of it. If it's like a turquoise, a dark turquoise, you're going to get 4 or more out of it. So it just depends on the color.
Yes, my budget includes Crafter's Companion. However, I have not bought Crafter's Companion in a while.
She hasn't?
I have not. I have moved on, but my budget for April will include Crafter's Companion. My budget for March is set on Ranger. So, and then my budget for February was Lindy's. So yeah, I do a little bit at a time, even though you may not see me using a lot of it. I will purchase it.
Yeah.
I was a collector for a while. People would be like,
well, you got the Delusion sprays
a year and a half ago. Yeah.
You got the Delusion sprays, at least 8 months ago?
Yeah, about 8. No, it was about a year ago.
Was it? Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was like last January.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I know it was.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So don't think it's going to be it's not a race. So do what you can when you can. Like I said, what I would buy is gesso, white and black, and texture paste. Those are the 3 things you should always have on hand when doing mixed media. Those are your basic staples right there. Then start building up your sprays. We're going to do that with this next kit where you're going to get your shakers and your sprays. Your shakers, you can shake. Or you can make a spray out of the shaker, right? I do recommend, and I told this to y'all, that if I was going to get any shaker, I would get the black shaker. It has a little bit of purple in it. And when you're building up texture, that black will go in between in those crevices and it will bring out everything else. And I know you've seen me do it. I know you've seen Crystal do it. And then your gesso you can use as dry brushing. So, you know, and then whatever other color in between. But that's what we're going to start next time. And it is 10:23. I have to get ready for bed and work tomorrow. So if we have any questions, again, I will have the kit in the store by Saturday morning. I will include extras in there. I don't know what they are, but they will be included. The resin pieces I won't have a picture of, but I will provide resin pieces in the kit. And another 4x6 canvas. Again, it's only going to be about 2 weeks because it's going to be like a project kit, I guess you could say.
Right.
It's not really a class because we're done with the beginning mixed media class. But since we have a little bit of time before the intermediate starts, I figure we can throw a second kit in there and do a project. So
and we'll use the stuff from the second kit.
Yeah.
We'll be using that in the intermediate class. So
yeah, and then once you get to the intermediate class, you have your gesso, you have your texture paste, you have some stencils, you have some sprays, you have a shaker, and if you have a couple of paint things, whatever that you've gotten, then you can use those as well. So yeah. We are working our way up there, and hopefully with each kit. And don't be afraid. Make suggestions in the beginning mixed media class. That's why that Facebook group was started, because this is your class and your needs. So if more sprays, if you find yourself not, and the sprays are good for journaling as well in your journal book. If you start doing journaling and you use stamps and images, you can tear out images out of magazines, books, and stuff like that, and use them in your journaling as well. So everything that you're getting is good for journaling, is good for canvases, mixed media. If you want to alter a box, those stencils are good for that. Texture paste, sprays. I mean, we're going, when you get to the intermediate and you get to the advanced, there's different things we might throw in one week, be like, hey, let's do a bottle, or, let's do a box. So, hey, be prepared.
what Barbara said, do you use it all the fill or what? What does that mean? What do you mean about fill? Who's Phil?
Phil. What? The crevices? What do you mean about Phil? Are you talking about the crevices, or are you talking about the bottles? Filling the bottles.
Oh, filling the bottles. There's a line, Barbara, on the side. So when you get them, they're empty.
Oh, there you go. You got filled the bottle. Oh, you saw that before I did. Oh, yeah.
When you get the bottles, they're empty, okay? All they have is mica in the bottom. They don't have water. And then once you get it, then you see that line right there? It says fill. So you literally fill it to right there. So what she's saying is, so for example, this is the Glitz Spritz, which they don't carry anymore. Which is crazy. But brushed nickel. So this is a very pale gray. So this one I would probably get 3 fills out of, meaning this whole bottle would be empty, and then I'll fill it again, empty, fill it again. But because it's a light color, then I'm not going to get that many full bottles out of it. But if it's like a dark turquoise or a dark green, something like that, then you'll get more. The color could change a little bit, but yeah, you can fill them up several times. So I mean, you really can't go wrong for that that price, you can't go wrong to reuse them over and over like that. Amy, you had a question about Finn's stamps. Yes, she is the lady. This is Anna, which is Anna Dabrowska is what her name is. This is her. She's in all of her stamps. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that is her. So, yeah, that I didn't know if you knew that or not, so I thought I would share that. And it sounds like Amy didn't know that. So, yeah, she puts herself in her collection literally.
I
Which
would
is
too if I had a collection.
Huh?
I would too if I had a collection. You see my
Right.
smiling noggin.
Right?
Can
I'm
I
like,
add something to the sprays?
Say again.
About the sprays, any of your sprays? And remember not to throw away the bottle even after you've gotten everything out of it that you can. Because
Right.
you can mix other things in it and make your own sprays with the bottle.
Right. Another thing, just a teaching moment since we're having those right now.
oh, wait a minute, hold on. Don't throw out the bottles, because if you ever buy the magicals or the shakers, which you're getting one with the kit, you can use the empty bottle and now use it with your shakers if you haven't bought any bottles for your shakers. Okay, sorry. Go
You
ahead.
also need bottles with water and glycerin mixed together. You need to spritzer bottles with just water or alcohol. So don't ever throw away those spray bottles.
Which there's something called, okay, I'm going to throw Timmy under the bus.
Uh-oh.
There's something called Distress Refresher.
Mm.
Okay. Can you see that it looks like the water is oily? Okay. So that literally is a mixture of water and glycerin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a refresher, so it refreshes. You can spray it on your pad, you can spray it on your page, whatever. So save a bottle, fill it half and half, and you're good. There's your refresher, and you're not paying $8 for it.
Yeah, those bottles, those Mr. bottles and spritz bottles, they're not cheap.
No.
I mean, even on Amazon that aren't even for crafting, I'm telling you, save all of your spray bottles. Don't ever throw them away.
Well, okay, but there is a huge difference in where's the one? There's one that I have. They're colored bottles, and you get them from, I want to say, Dollar Tree or something. Here it is right here.
Oh, nice.
You get it from Dollar Tree, okay?
Oh, cute.
No, they're junk. The sprayer is junk. However, you could have it for that glycerin mix. And this glycerin you just get at your pharmacy for $2.83 at Walmart, okay? So, and that glycerin is for a bunch of things. You can use it as embossing liquid as well.
Yep, you can use it with your watercolors and make it spray like an oxide and make it spread like a distress ink as well.
Right.
And it extends the dry time on paints and stuff too. So you can add it to all your paints.
Yeah.
So you could use this bottle for that, but I was making my own gold. It was a gold color Lindy's type of spray is what I was trying to make. And the glitter keeps getting clogged in it. So don't buy those. Okay?
Yep, to make triple thick too, yep.
And then here's another teaching lesson. So on your Tim Holtz stencils, if anybody ever starts collecting them, okay? And then you're like, gee, how do I know if I have this one, versus this one? Okay. And you don't know the name of it because the name of the stencil is nowhere on there. Well, guess what? Down in the bottom right hand corner, and maybe you can see that number.
It's blurry, but you can kind of see it.
Okay, well, there's a number. It says 35. Okay. It says TH for Tim Holtz S035. Okay. So like me, I save all of the plastic things, these things that everything comes in. All right. And so on the back of it, okay, it'll have the number and then it'll have the name of the stencil. So see Tim Holtz S, I don't know what S031 or S stands for, I don't know, but oh, probably stencil. Oh, there you go. Anyway, 31. So I know that this is the 31st stencil. And sometimes I don't know why they don't do it now. I don't know why they have it in the clear now, because it used to be in dark ink. See the 31 there? And it also says Blossom. So
Yeah.
just in case you're going to replace a stencil, or you know, like me, I have them all in numerical order on a ring. That's just me, so that I know, oh, I don't have that one yet, because trust me, I was freaking out the other day because there were several of them I didn't have. So
She's not lying.
no, I'm not joking. Her
Her
I was little upset.
We had to bring her a paper bag to breathe into.
Exactly. Literally hyperventilating. Literally. But yeah, see, so this one is what this goes in. See? Ah, ta-da. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you guys. I'm done talking. You can use glue. Oh, that's what Penny wrote. And we'll have another, yes, embossing liquid. There you go. Penny said it. And we'll have, as we go through intermediate and then on to advanced. Intermediate is where you're going to learn all those little tricks. Intermediate is where you're going to learn the things you can do to save money and also where to spend your money.
Yeah.
So, but does anyone have any questions? So poor little sweetheart of Nikki can go to bed.
Right. But when before we get to the intermediate, when we have those two classes, we'll go over, kind of like the what do you call it? Game plan. The objective for intermediate. What we want to do during the class, what the end goal will be, and the things you should be able to do by the end of the class.
Prime directive.
Which is why we want to see what you've been doing so far, because then we can make sure you're where you're at and we're not missing a step, that we've forgotten to show you something because we're just thinking that you know it,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, please ask questions. If you think of one later, please message us and ask us. There will be other times as well to ask, but yeah, we would like to see pictures of your stuff. And if you're too bashful, then just send it privately. But everybody's here to learn, so no one should be saying anything about anyone. All there should be is compliments. That rule, if you can't say nothing nice, keep your mouth shut. Yep, that one. Now, however, I am one that will say, oh, you could do this, and it doesn't mean that there's something wrong. So please don't take offense to that, because I'm just trying to offer constructive criticism. Not that I'm some amazing person either, because I'll take constructive criticism as well. So, but don't take offense. For example, Jean said, Crystal, what do you think of this? And I thought it was great, but immediately I thought, oh, if she just did this and this, it would really, really look amazing. And so then she said, I feel like it's, missing something or something like that. And then I said, well, what if you do this and this and this? And then she did exactly what I said. And then she was thrilled with it. So, it's just constructive criticism. So don't get your feelings hurt if I say something, or if Nikki says something, or whatever. Okay, I'm done rambling.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how I was sitting here thinking she ain't never gonna get through an hour and finish.
I told you I'm literally going to take that canvas and glue it.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, how is she going to get a project done in an hour?
Right? I could sit there and talk for 4 of the hours and craft for 10 minutes. See?
Oh,
That's
Jean
the
said
problem.
yes, she was very happy.
See?
I don't know why that thought just crossed through my mind. See, I'm tired and I can't hold my tongue. Thoughts just come straight to mouth.
No, Nikki always is. Nikki's favorite word to me, favorite statement to me is, okay, but can you do it without the long diatribe? That's her favorite thing to say to me. It's so funny because I am a person that over explains things. It is just how I am. And I'll try to minimize it, but then I'm like, oh, but, and then, oh,
but then I under explain, so we provide a happy medium for each other. If she goes on too long, I will cut her off. I'm just if I don't explain enough, she will jump in. So there's a happy medium.
You push the mute on me.
One way or another, there's some splaining going
And we
on.
don't get angry at each other for doing it, which is good.
Yep.
Oh, Barbara, I'm so glad you made it, Barbara. I feel you. All right. Well, we do not forget to post pictures, Barbara, when you're feeling better. Practice if you need to. The chat is created for everybody to help out. I see Talise in there jumping in and answering questions. Thank you very much, Talise. I haven't seen her in a bit, but thank you very much. I see Amy in there answering questions, Barb commenting, Oliver. Y'all are very good and providing feedback and talking amongst yourselves, and that's what you should do. That's the study group. Hint, hint. On the hop, women, you have to, yes, June, you have to actually do 2. You have to do 1 and submit it for approval before the hop, and then you have to do that same project during the hop. So, yeah. And we have to have that done by when? Soon.
Yeah, here in a minute.
Good night, Bo. Oh, Jean said y'all are a good team. I think we are. You complete me.
Right?
Oh, please.
You're my upper half. You're my whisper in the wind.
Right. Leaves on the tree.
Oh, my Lord.
You're my petals on the flower.
You're my note to my song.
Pardon me.
You're my computer screen to my laptop. I don't know. June said, holy poopy. Yeah, June, you better be there. Amy better be there. Barbara. Yeah, anybody that's in this thing, y'all all better be there.
If not, I'm coming to hunt you down. Just
I know where all y'all live.
Yep. Just letting you know.
And I
remember, I got wet noodles.
Yep.
Ask Toby, ask Barbara. And when I get back east, I might even go see June.
Run.
And I got family in Detroit. Amy, my nephew lives on the West Coast. My daughter's actually going to San Diego pretty soon. Ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump up the California coast. I know where you stays. So y'all all better be there.
And that's not a threat. That's a promise.
That's a right promise. Jean, I got a passport. Jean's like, she ain't mentioned nothing about coming to Canada. I got a passport. I know how to get there. I've been to Canada.
Knows how to use it.
3. Hear it? 3. I know my ways around. I will make you a nice Italian meal. It'll be Christmas all. Oh, you hell yeah. Shit. June, we're going to have to talk about coming sooner than later. She talking about.
She going to be making, and a nice glass of wine. Woo.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll stop by. Oh, I'll bring you my favorite Italian wine. It's a Moscato. I hope you like Moscato.
Nikki,
it's Italian, though. It's made out of Gramelli grapes or something like that. It's supposed to be sweet and juicy. I don't know. Anyway, it's made in Italy. And the funny thing about it is they only sell it in 2 places, California and New Jersey. And I have to order it special order from my wine shop. I order it by the case. Amy says snap, crackle, pop. Right? Snap, crackle, pop.
Exactly.
See, I get silly when I get sleepy. Okay, y'all. All right. So questions, pictures, before and in the chat for the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to say pre-order, but the order for the kit will be up on Saturday, and I will put a little caveat in there that it will ship on a certain day. So all up until that day, the kit will be available, but once it ships, I'm cutting it off. I'm not going to keep it open because what I'll do is if I do have extra, I'll break it down for product and put it in the store. Like I'm getting ready to do this other kit, except for I'm putting it back up on Saturday for Amy. But I'll break it down for parts, like an old robot, and put it in the store for sale. Like there's going to be some journal punch board, right? Sipey, sippy. It makes you, Martha, wine makes me sipey.
She's tearing apart Wally.
Yeah, I'm tearing apart Wally. Well, there's like two kits left, so I'm just tearing them down and putting them in the store for parts. So if anyone's interested in a journal punch board and or separate items, it will be in the store on Saturday. If you just wanted the journal punch board, but the dang on journal punch board, them kits were a good deal, y'all, because the journal punch board itself was $24.99.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I got those at a good deal too.
It's
early. People are out of them, I think.
Yeah, you can't get them. And I seen them somewhere else for $34.99. So, but we will be doing something with the journal punch board as well. So it's not a waste of money. Don't.
Everything. Yep. Everything I given you will be used. So the paints, modeling paste, your stencils, your journal punch board, because actually we are going to do a junk journal. Well, not so junky. And I'm doing a regular journal.
It's a be a cute junk journal.
Yeah, it'll be a cute junk journal. And then I'm going to do a mini album.
The junk word.
Yeah. Y'all getting all the goodies in this class. Yep. We're going to do a mini album soon. We're gonna continue doing the mixed media. We got the So Serious series on Sunday. Say that 5 times. Talisa's gonna help me out. Crystal's gonna help me out with some showing. And I am bound by the end of the year, I'm gonna have me a what do you call it? A quilt. And I'm going to gift it to my daughter. So it's very important. That's why I'm so serious on sewing on Sundays. So Serious series on Sunday.
Oh no, I am so not gonna say that ever. Ever.
Why are you gonna so not say that series? So serious.
Oh Lord.
Sunday.
There's no way.
So sad. I am so sad.
I will choke on my own tongue trying to say that.
I am so sad that you say that. Okay, I'm being silly about the So Serious series on Sunday. All right, y'all. So if there's no more questions, I'm going to end this stream. It is almost 11 o'clock, and it is about my bedtime is 11 o'clock on the weekdays. So I'm going to say, now I got a fucking lisp. Sorry. It's time for me to go to sleep.
I'm sheepy.
I just said a bad word. Oh my gosh. Now you know I got to go to sleep. Told you I cannot hold my tongue.
Tired chef bombed.
You better go you better go repent.
Right? I have to say, Lord Jesus, forgive me. Woo! Lord knows I need to stay.
Stand behind me, Satan.
Stand behind me. Slap me on the forehead. Give me a little oil. Anoint me.
Oh Lord.
Y'all know I get silly when I'm sleepy.
Oh my gosh.
And this is
Yes.
without coffee.
Yep, June said quarter in the jar.
Oh shoot! I put $1 in the jar. I
Yeah,
actually
you gotta put 20 in there.
Oh my God, June, I actually probably have about $100 in that jar. I'm serious. Because my mom was a sailor, and believe me, I can let some F-bombs go. I was in the military. And so I said I was going to, my daughter, believe it or not, right? Believe it or not, my daughter does not curse at all. At all. And I don't know how she was raised. Oh, I know I raised her, but how she does not drink and curse and smoke, beside me. I really don't know. I really don't know. Because I was not a good example on that. But I said about 10 years ago, I was like, shoot, my daughter don't curse. I'm not going to curse. So I started this curse jar. And I literally got some cash flow in there. But my dog, June said it's overflowing. Oh no, it's big. It's huge. It's like 3 feet tall. It's probably
encourage
big,
people to start swearing so they have crafty money.
Right?
right? Really? But my daughter, actually it was my daughter's idea. She gave it to me for my birthday. And she goes, Mom, you got to stop cursing and cursing people out. Because I would. No, seriously. Because, I ain't like nobody messing with my daughter, right? And if anybody was mean to her or treated her wrong, oh, you better watch out.
Yep.
Mama was coming to town. And,
Yep.
and they left crying and scared.
And
Okay.
She's nothing like Santa coming to town.
Oh, you said my mom said that the one thing my sister did right was curse. Oh my gosh. But it's funny, but literally, I can tell you, I will go to work and people are talking about, the children are on drugs or they're cursing or they got the bad boyfriend or they just, whatever they're talking about, their kids did wrong. And I'm sitting at lunch and I'm like, they're looking at me, well, how's your daughter? And I'm like, well, she's in college.
I take my example from my daughter.
Right? She's in college. The boyfriend wasn't acting right, so she dropped his butt like a hot potato. Her friend decided that, boys and partying was more important to her, so she let her loose because she said that I was right, that she didn't need them people in her life. They were only going to bring her down. And she's getting, she's on the dean's list and she's studying. She's going to be a nurse. And yeah, she's perfect. She drives like a grandma. And she's still a virgin. And they're looking at me like,
bitch.
$2 in the curse jar. But literally, yes, they're looking at me like, yeah, you need to go back to your office, lady. Go away. We're talking about the problem children here. But I felt so bad. I never went back to lunch with them. Because they literally every day they would talk about how bad their kids were doing or what their kids were doing. Straight. And I'm like, kids cannot be that bad. I mean, my daughter,
oh, yes, they are.
My daughter has one habit. And it's so funny because it irritates. Oh, my God, it can make me so mad. She goes, Mom, okay, are you preaching again? I know, Mom, you said it more than once. And then she tunes me out, and that child can tune you out like a professional. She literally cannot hear a thing you say. And I'm like, are you hearing me? And she goes, oh, gosh. Yeah, that's my daughter's only fault, I have to say.
That's every kid does that, though.
But I think it's because she's.
I did it.
Because I told her start when she was young. She goes, I got one chance to get it right, so don't mess up. That was my mantra from her, from the time she was born until about 5 years old. And then after that, I didn't tell her that anymore. But pretty much every couple of months, I would kind of tell her and be like, look, kid, I only got you.
Kid.
Yep. Look, kid, there's only you. You mess it up, I can't mess it up. This is the only chance I got, and I ain't having no more. And we once had my son pick up the tree and say some person, the person I was with really, someone cut him off and he F-bombed all over the place. I know she looked like, oh my gosh. Well, I try to be careful. My mom was a cursor. My dad really is not. My sister is a saved Christian, holier than thou, her and her husband. So when you can't curse in their house, so that's how I can learn how to, hold it in. But then as the years went by, I'm like, hey, I really don't need to curse. So I've been kind of, holding, tailoring it to where I'm not cursing and stuff. But yeah, I think it was just a product of hanging in my mom and military and stuff. But I think it's been like 5, 6, 7 years. I've been a very good girl. And I haven't made anybody cry in over 8 years. I think the last person I cussed out was her 11th grade teacher. But in my defense, he gave my daughter D's for A work. Because she would save her test, and her friend he just was prejudiced, and he didn't like black people. And he gave all the black people D's and F's. And they were doing the same work that the other students were doing. So my daughter had, the friends in our neighborhood that were white. And she would compare her homework, because I always tell her, my mom was EEO, always told her to save her homework and question everything. Don't take anything for granted or for, or whatever anybody says for gospel.
Yeah.
Always make your own decisions. So she would compare her work. Oh, I laid his butt out. That was the last time I cursed. I laid him, and I even scared myself. I was so mad. I was livid. I think I turned from tan to red.
Well, because that's really personal.
Yeah. Oh, see, Amy said the teacher that did that to me got fired. Yeah, he got fired. Because the other girl that she was friends with saved all her tests. So when the principal compared the work and found out that's what he was doing, he audited everybody in that class and found out that most of the students that were A students were actually C and D students. And most of the there was he didn't care about what was really graded properly. He was giving the people the grades he wanted them to have.
Right.
Is what was happening. So so they had to go back and look at like 5 to 6 years, 7 years, I guess, worth of auditing for his class and stuff. And yeah, he was doing a lot of dirt. But yeah, I had the principal come in and pull me into his office to get me out of the hallway. And then pretty much everybody for the rest of the day was like, was that your mom cussing out so-and-so? I think it was, what was it, Dr. Thompson? He was a doctor. Anyway, Dr. Thompson or Mr. Thompson. And yeah, my mom, my daughter was like, she was like, Mom, don't ever come to my school again. Yeah, she don't like cussing. But then like her friends were like, oh, way to go. Now they think I'm the coolest mom ever. So I have like 5 extra children now because I'm the cool mom. And my daughter gets so embarrassed. But yeah, that was the last time. Now I was like, oh God, I done made another teacher cry. And then the students were like, oh shit. But the good thing about it, nobody messed with my daughter in school because they thought, oh, your mom crazy. We ain't messing with you because your mom crazy. Yeah, you think so, June and Barb? Yep. Yeah, and exactly, because she was already she wanted to be a forensic scientist or a PA. She ended up in the nursing, which is working towards her PA. But yeah, it was ridiculous because we are very particular about schooling. My grandparents were both immigrants. Great grandparents were both immigrants. My grandmother and my grandmother's twin were both teachers, and most of the people on her side of the family are teachers. My aunt was a teacher, My grandfather left home when he was 12, but put himself through college. My mom was a valedictorian. My aunt was a valedictorian. My grandmother and her twin were valedictorians. Most of my cousins and aunts and uncles were dean of boys and girls at different colleges. So yeah, education was very important in our family, which made me a little rebel. You know, I was a middle child, which made me the rebel of the family. So I'd skip school a lot when I was young. Because that's what the middle child does. But yeah, but I still graduated. And then I got like 3.9 in college. And then I got my master's. I think I got like a 3.9 in my master's. So yeah, I made up for it. Yeah, exactly, June. That's what most people should do. But yeah, I was a good girl after that, and I made up for it. High school though, yeah, I had my little rebel period, skipping school, but that was like 8th, 9th grade. Once you get in the 10th, 9th grade, and those grades start counting for graduation, I had to straighten up real quick. All right. Oh, yep. 10:59. Enough of my life story. Now you know a little bit more about me that you didn't know before. I'm an ex-cusser, and I go to Cussers Anonymous.
And now I'm just a wee bit more frightened of you too.
I go to Cussers Anonymous. Every now and then. Oh, but my sister can let it out. It's my older sister who's sanctified. That's the oldest. And then my sister that's older than me, she doesn't curse very much, but she'll say the S-H-I-T and the H-E double hockey sticks. Then my younger sister, she will let it flow like it's an open faucet. And then so will my brother. So I'm stuck in the middle. So, you know, it's from, you know, which way do you go? All right, Penny's hitting the rack. The boy got called him. Oh, yep. I used to whip a little boy's butt too when we were young.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell my little stories from school.
Uh-oh.
I won't have a single friend left.
All right. Yeah, we were just chit-chatting at the end. All right, y'all. It's 11 o'clock. Yep, time for me to go to bed. Thank you very much for coming. The kit will be up in the store on Saturday. If you did have a special order, I will put that in your kit. If you had the extra order, which I do think 2 or 3 of y'all ordered extra, you will find that in the store, and I will give you a discount code. So check the Beginning Mix Media. The discount code is only good for the one Lindy's spray or shaker that you ordered extra. Got it? Everybody else, you just missed out. No, just kidding. I will pick your Lindy sprays for you. So, Amy, if you have a preference, call me. Otherwise, I will pick a Lindy sprays for you with the advice of Miss Crystal Tischer on what's best. All right. Thank you for coming. And we'll talk to you later. And I will see you in the Beginning Mix Media chat. You got any questions, concerns? Let me know.
Sweet dreamies.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Penny. Thank you, Miss Crystal, for joining us and offering your good advice. June said she has items. Okay. Just waiting for the kit and Crystal's opinion. Stamp here. Oh, the new gesso, June. She said she's waiting for your opinion on the Stamperia gesso that we just ordered.
Right.
If it's good, she'll put it in her cart. All right. I will try to get if I get it up any sooner, I will put it in chat. So I will try to make it a point to get it up in there at least by tomorrow if some of y'all are eager to check out. But I'll let you know. My goal is tomorrow. My my reality is Saturday. All right. Night, ladies. Night, Martha. I'm glad you're feeling better. We'll talk to you later. I'll text you later, Martha, find out how you're doing.
Good night, girls.
Good night.
Thanks for coming.
Your voice already.
Right? It happens every time you get tired.